Ladies, gentlemen, and people of unspecified gender, welcome into another edition of MNW Firing Line. I am your host, Mojo, and we are kicking off the end of the year with a, well, relative bang. But first, I have to welcome in a guest commentator of mine this week. Robbie Slick is not available, and, well, we decided to go with a different approach. Ladies and gentlemen, from analytics, please welcome Karla. Karla, welcome to Firing Line.
Hey, ladies, gentlemen, and people. Wait, 3 demographics, 2 demographics. Oh, whatever. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to a New Year's Day episode of Firing Line.
Right, because it's, because you're over there in Australia. I completely forgot about that. Anywho.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I forgot you're over in the US.
I mean, I'm guessing my weird accent wasn't the telltale all. Anyhoozles. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting into it here in just a moment. But first, thank you all for coming out last week to the reflection of 2021. It was a blast. A lot of fun was had. People fell out of chairs, I heard. But
really?
Yeah. Something funny
Holy
was
shit.
Yep, it was kind of funny actually. But before we get into the last flashbang of 2021, we will get into the last episode of MNW Warzone for 2021. And, oh man, round 4 of the C101 begins. And we kick it off with Aiden Zero going up against the Nexus Titan Champion, the main event mistress, representing the Conquest Bloodline, Lady Boots. And this match represents a whole lot. I believe Lady Boots won her previous match, and Aiden Zero has still yet to get his win in the C101. So, I mean,
Can he actually do it, Joe?
that is going to be the question. It's just no one wants to be the Alpha Kong, even though it still feels a little disrespectful. We need to find another term for it. Nobody wants to be the guy who has like
the goose egg.
The goose egg. There we go. Nobody wants to be the guy with no wins in this tournament, especially with him and Ginger Boys' heated discussions in the previous weeks. Vicious fucking elbow to the back of Lady Boots' neck, though.
Oh, yes, and Lady Boots has had quite a bit of traction lately. She's had rising fame ever since going for the Nexus Titan Championship. I remember when she had that match on the Multivania pre-show with a few tag teams.
That is correct. Securing her in Carnival against, I believe at the time, was the Toxic Wastelanders tag team championships, but unfortunately they did not get the tag titles, even though ultimately didn't really matter all that much, since current Nexus Titan champion, the workhorse championship, as you will.
And she took that off Sir Uncle Dunk, who is the current leader of Blood Money.
Yeah, and back into the match. See, you actually got to think about how this is going to affect Aiden going forward if he cannot pick up a win over Lady Boots, especially with Ginger Boy at this current moment was the one of 2 undefeated people in this entire block. I mean, actually, I think in this entire tournament, because no, Suicide Gemini.
Hey, no spoilers for later.
Well, at this current time, especially with the end of round 2, Suicide Gemini was at 4. So yeah.
Oh, true.
So yeah, of Block A, only Majak and Ginger Boy at this moment were undefeated, and this has to be bothering Aiden more so than just ending up being a spoiler throughout the entire tournament.
And it's going to get harder and harder each round.
That is most definite. And here we have Aiden coming up with a trying to go for a fireman's carry, but faking out into a vicious right hook. So out of
Seeing the action unfold there between a title holder and a current faction leader.
that is right. I mean, out of both the people in this match, Karla, who did you have in this? Who did you have to win in here?
I really thought Aiden Zero would take it out because, I mean, with every other match on C101, he's been quite competitive, I'd say. And he's a wrestler in real life, but yeah, that's just. He's got that competitive edge about him.
Real life? What are you talking about? This is
Oh, sorry. There's this rumor that he's got a doppelganger that's also a wrestler. I just yeah.
cool. I'll upon the scopes of the multiverse, I'll try and check that one out. That seems interesting. I wonder how much different it'll be. Anywho,
Yeah.
nice little headlock in there, trying to inflict as much damage as Lady Boots can as she's trying to catch some bits of her breath and caught into a roll up. 1, 2, almost got it in there at 2.5. And vicious looking dropkick there, busting open the Cyberpunk Prodigy. So, for those who don't know, in between Jerry Aldini getting promoted to the general manager of Warzone and me taking over Firing Line, Karla, you actually did do a recap series of your own.
Yes, I did.
So from that gap, who do you think has had the most, the most potential to grow out of Lady Boots and Aiden, despite Lady Boots going on and getting the opportunities that she was presented just a little bit ago.
Oh my goodness, that is actually a very hard question because I was going to say Lady Boots for that, same reason. And the fact that she's also the inaugural women's wrestler on Warzone, so that's another statement there.
Most definitely. Looks like we got Lady Boots here going in for a cover. 2, kicking right out at 2. Oh, also, I gotta apologize to Lady Boots because I've been getting... Excuse me. Much like Jerry Aldini, I've been getting some of her signatures and finishers wrong. This is apparently,
oh no,
this is the stylo, and the knee strike that she was been using is the Clint Eastwood. But
you're not a bookkeeper, but get it right, Joe.
I do my best. Anyway, so 1 stylo, 2, 3. Your winner, Lady Boots. And unfortunately, Aiden Zero still coming up short with 0.
Still got that
points.
goose egg.
Yeah, but it looks like we got Lady Boots going up with 4 herself. And what are some of your thoughts about the match?
Well, I thought it was a very good back and forward match there. Even though the points still stayed static for Aiden Zero, he gave it his best shot, and Lady Boots was also giving him a challenge right there. So, yes, yeah, both deserving to be in the C101 tournament, even if it's just for some representation and promotion.
Yeah, most definitely. The going forward is going to be the most stressful and the most I guess you could say,
Tumultuous?
I was honestly gonna say hot topic, most because you have Aiden Zero's last chance to become a contender in this. Aiden Zero's last chance to become a contender to become a finalist in this tournament is going to be next match this coming Saturday. Because if he loses, and if Ginger Boy gets 2 wins, the 1 win later on tonight and 1 win on Saturday, then the lead is that much. That goal is that much further and further, and Aiden has nothing to do but to play spoiler in that case.
Well, even if he doesn't get into the lead, I mean, if he can just get 1 or 2 points before the whole tournament finishes, then he can walk away with at least a participation award rather than going home with zilch.
That is very fair, but knowing how prideful Aiden Zero is, he would probably take that as an insult and would definitely want to choke the person who gave him that trophy. But going from someone who would probably be fired up to someone who is just feeling the funk, ladies and gentlemen, we transition into a nice little in-ring segment from the leader of Cloud9, Da Funk.
Cloud9, baby!
Oh, I love it, babies! It is your funky one here to lay some wisdom on you. Straight from Cloud9. That's right, babies. I got a lot going on, a lot of action happening. And you know what? I've been doing my recruiting work. I got people lined up. I got people thinking about joining the Cloud9 movement. As long as a certain faction full of bad vibes and old money stays out of my way. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. I see you out there, Sir Uncle Funk. You ain't got the funk in you at all. No, babies. So I got an idea. I got a great idea. I heard your Christmas message, Uncle. I got one for you. So why don't you get out of your private box and come on down and see the funky one, baby? I like to tell you this in person. Come on, you know you want to. There's only so many children you can steal candy from in one day. So, Doc, let's do this.
Oh, wait, that's right. Mr. Butler's not around. He's at the hospital. Oh, the funk. How lovely to finally hear from you. Now, I understand that you may think you have a beef with me, but I want you to understand something. I really here because I'm bored. I mean, you're so far beneath me at this stage. I mean, what with being a dancer in an old cast-off piece of armor and a suit.
No, baby. I'm much more than that. I am the prophet of the Great Bull. And I'm bringing his wisdom down from Cloud9 to all who seek it. And I got my eyes on the up-and-comers, the people who need a little bit of that wisdom. Whereas, what are you offering? A paycheck? Like that's worth anything.
Well, you see, it is worth paying rent, buying useless merchandise, and having clout. Money does, in fact, make the world go round. I don't know if you have heard that song. It's quite a classic. But let's be honest, Da Funk. Anyone worthwhile, I'm just going to buy out from under you.
Oh, you may think that. No, it's not Uncle One. But I got news for you. I have somebody who has signed with me. I got somebody already in Cloud9. Wouldn't you like to know who? Oh, I bet you would. But let me tell you, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you right now because you just tried some underhanded tactic.
As Da Funk, as I already said, if it was somebody worthwhile, I'd already own them. I already have Nakanoki Hiroshima, trust me. He's coming along nicely. And of course, Mr. Butler. Oh, I love his brutality. And if I need anyone else, well, I'll just buy them.
Oh, you seem very obsessed with being able to buy things. How about, you know what they say? Money can't buy you happiness. Howie, tell me something. How's that going for you? Are you a happy man? Are you as happy as, say, our janitorial staff? Oh, I don't think so. No, you're certainly not as happy as the funky.
Oh, yes. Clever low blow. Yes, I don't care. I don't care. He's currently, 2 points in the C101? And I'm not even in it because I don't need to be. I'll get a title shot just by being me. Just by paying the required grease.
Oh, you may think that works. But I got news for you. You know what? Eventually, you and I are going to have a meeting of the minds. Or a meeting of the fists. Or a meeting of the funk. Yeah, but first, I got to get my Cloud9 babies ready to go. Then you and I, Humpty Dunk, we're going to dance.
Oh, I saw what you did there. How very clever. No, I don't care. I have more important things to deal with than you. I'm building my powerful stable. we're already high contenders to go after those tag belts held by those, what are they, construction workers? I don't even count. I tell you what, you get your house in order, and then you can come see me. I always like to make charity cases.
Defunk and Uncle Dunk, they're seeming to coming into some bit of blows here, especially after Uncle Dunk took Nakano Kirishima from right under Defunct's nose, and is threatening to do that with other people who are trying to join up on that Defunct wants to join up on Cloud9. This is becoming an interesting predicament.
I was going to say, yeah, it's like Uncle's bribing them over. You know, he's all about money and offers and deals.
Well, it's hard to, especially when it comes to the up-and-coming wrestlers, it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue against a big payday like that, especially from somebody as wealthy as Uncle Dunk. I mean, personally speaking, it would have to be I would have to see it before I can believe it. But
I see it, I hear it, but I don't believe it.
yeah, exactly. And we got especially with like this thing with the stuff with Defunct preaching about Cloud9, especially the path of the Great Bull and the implications behind that. I don't want to see happen.
It's a little bit suspicious to me, yeah. The change of Defunct. It scares me sometimes, actually.
Yeah, I mean, we had somebody who was, this big jovial individual, and he's still that guy. He's just got this bit of an aggression to him, especially with this possible cult-like mentality coming up. Ugh.
Yes, that cult aura, that's it.
Yeah, but coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a nice little fatal four-way starring the space pirate Yaka Niku Party. Representing High Voltage, we have Leonid Sanchez. Coming up third, we have Lock-In representing the Eastern Bloc Party. And representing the Sentinels, we have Sparrow.
There you have him.
And we have a very good selection of individuals here. Technical, high-flying, and just pure power.
I've got something to say about all these individuals. They all have a claim to their name here.
Yeah, I mean, we got Lock-In here, the German super soldier who wanted to entertain and make people laugh. And, well, I guess stand-up comedy didn't do too very well, and he just got into professional wrestling, which is an entertainment in its own way. Yakiniku Party, I mean, the most well-known veteran in this match for one, and for two, I mean, what can we say about Yakiniku Party that hasn't been said already? Besides, outside of goddamn, he's handsome, but yeah, like technical mastermind. Sparrow, one of the best high flyers that we have, and Leonid Sanchez, we don't really know too much about him outside of half human, half alien, and member of.
And also, Leonid is a one-time showcase winner, so he has an achievement next to his name there.
Most definitely. Hell, there's a whole bunch of people who are veterans on Flashbang who can't really say that either.
And I've got a little bit of information on Sparrow here. If we remember, we didn't know about him until the Grand Battle last year on Warzone. He came in only the 8th Grand Battle, number 27, and he won it.
Yeah, and I believe he went on an undefeated streak for about 3 months?
Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that one. But yeah, something like that.
It was an impressive undefeated streak for a rookie, because they, much like even when Beowulf entered into the scene, he lost out to Sergeant Major Payne in his 3rd or 4th match. So it definitely had eyes on it, especially Daverman.
Yeah, the Sentinels, that's a part of the tag team that Sparrow is a part of.
Yeah,
and then Lock-In, he is also a part of a tag team. He had some time with Nice Ice in Eastern Bloc Party, who were also in the C101 the second time it happened.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that Locking and Nexus were actually in last year's Tag Team Seed 101. But going
That's
into
right. We have 2 members that were in tag teams, and then we've got 2 good showing individuals in this match as well.
Yeah, also, God, that powerbomb from Locking. Jeez. Brad,
Ugh.
buddy. Hush. I don't care. I'll take you out later.
You know what? Thank goodness our ref is immortal.
Mate, this is Firing Line, not a reserve. You can wait your turn.
He's just excited. Anyway, it's New Year's and he's a little anxious about the fireworks later.
Oh, I understand that.
Anyway, so we got locking up with. I hate myself. Anyway, locking up with Leonid Sanchez there. Beautiful dropkick from Yakiniku Party.
Really good showing this match.
And so nice little armbar from Yakiniku Party right onto Leonid Sanchez. And am I wrong in thinking that this was a get off the schneid match?
He didn't really say it was a get off the schneid match, but yeah, it looks like it because yeah, come to think of it. But then I wonder if they have been on in the past 6 months. They've never had a losing streak. Could be.
Alrighty then. Nice little suplex from Locking onto Sanchez.
With that high crotch suplex, very effective.
And an elbow. I'd like to point out none of us.
And we got Sparrow on the outside. Yakiniku Party recovering in from his beatdown from Lockin. I mean, Lockin definitely hasn't really. I can't remember the last time Lockin was actually booked, but he has been definitely showing to people that that's quote unquote superior German engineering.
Superior, more than.
I don't play favorites when it comes to when the other countries like to do that. Oh God, frog splash, but an immediate kick out by Sanchez.
That was
I think Sparrow landed on Leonid's alien half, and that's why he's like, nah, I got this. Float over. Oh, I can't remember what the name of that one was. Gale Force.
Don't
there we
ask
go.
me.
Yeah, Gale Force from Sparrow. 1, 2, 3. Sanchez was eliminated, and Sparrow going right after the veteran.
So Sanchez in 4th place there.
Going for another Gale Force onto Yakiniku.
Sparrow again going for that Gale Force on Yakiniku Party.
And Locking getting right back up, trying to steal the pin, but immediately gets blocked away.
Oh, what's this? One of our audience members saying Leonid could be the only one with a win last month. Maybe.
That is highly possible. Going in for that power bomb into that armbar. Going.
Can Sparrow get out?
Looks like and then he taps right out after wrenching in. Locking going after Yaki.
Sparrow tapping.
And we got a tweet from Wilson. Sparrow needs to win more. It'll make beating him up that much sweeter. Okay.
Tweet.
Okay, that's nice, Wilson. You can just go over there and make edgy posts.
Wilson scares me too these days, but it's not about him at the moment.
Wrapping him up in that and a that was from another person named Will. I apologize.
Oh.
Anyway, lifting him up, deadlift suplex, and not letting up on Yakiniku. Up into an electric chair-like position, and then to another suplex, dropping him straight onto his neck. Going for that cover. Is this going to be the end for the party boy? 1, 2, kicking right out of 2.
Oh, he's still in it.
You see, so out of these two, who do you have?
Oh, well, they're both, I would have to say Yakiniku Party as, just his comeback. Obviously, he spent a little while away traveling the space, traveling the stars, and now I guess he's trying to get back into it, and Really, you don't see any sign of ring rust on him at all, do you?
Life is indeed a
Brutal power bomb into a Boston Crab, broken up, but immediately gets that cover. Ladies and
Well, there you go.
gentlemen,
Lockham gets it.
ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Lock-In, who still has the best title, who has like the best title card in the entire company. I swear, it's like his smile in that freaking profile picture of his. It looks like he told like the worst joke and he's proud of it. Anyway, so Karla, what are some of your thoughts on the match?
Once again, a very good match. You would think either it's a get off the schneid match or it could be like a 4-man showcase match. I know not the same rules, but what I mean is showcasing the talent of various wrestlers there.
Most definitely. See, I want to see more of Leonin, especially when it comes to... I kind of want to see him change up his game just a little bit. Yeah, he does have that showcase win, but when it comes
He needs to be kind of more defined in his career, I think.
Well, because it's mostly because you have when it comes to high voltage, I mean, we'll exclude Justice Jake, mostly because we don't really know what his situation is as of current. But when it comes,
is he a mercenary now?
I have no idea. Also I know what you're thinking, but that's that merciless Merc Twitter that's been kind of floating around. Yeah, it's the hero for hire and the merciless Merc are different.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I understand they both have the same verbiage when it comes to their social media posts, but it's not the same guy.
Yeah, that was it.
But like when it comes to high voltage, you have probably one of the best talkers in Aiden Zero, especially like one of the best I guess choke-based submission guys, and actually you got two of the best choke-based submission guys when it comes to not only Aiden Zero but also Wonderball of all people, and especially Aiden has
the choking hazard there.
Yeah, especially with like that explosive strength that Wonderball can get. I think Leonin needs to change up his style a little bit, kind of feature like more striking or a bit more of the high flying aspects, especially aliens.
I was going to say maybe a high flyer. Mm-hmm. Aliens flying.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit out there.
Makes sense. But until then, we do have the rest of Warzone to cover. Ladies and gentlemen, next up we have a promo from the French Daredevil, Lade Hirold.
Bonjour, everyone. It is I, Lade Hirold, your French-Canadian Daredevil. And I am coming out to the ring because I feel it is simply good manners to respond to a challenge. And the challenge I am here to respond to is from Mr. McMorgan. He did make a claim last week, and I feel I only must respond. McMorgan, I understand you are a man who enjoys the challenge of combat. I can respect that. And you feel that you did not get quite the effort from Daggerick that you were looking for, and you felt that perhaps TJ Gable and I did. So you want a rematch. I respect. And I respect that first you wish to face myself and Gable. Very well. I feel that you made a good point, and I feel it would be rude to not respond. So, yes, if we can convince the booking committee to give us a match, I will absolutely face you in one-on-one hardcore competition. I feel that is only proper.
Well, let me stop you in your tracks right here, Hirold. Let me stop you right here in your little piddly tracks. And let me stop McMorgan, and let me stop Gable, because you're all losers, baby. You all lost. You all had your shot. Now it's time for me.
No. I feel you're being very rude, Sam. Let me explain. McMorgan, the former Warpgate Hardcore champion, wishes a rematch. a reasonable request, and in preparation for that, he wishes to face me in combat. I feel that is very reasonable. And you know that Dagrick hates to pick his opponents.
Now, listen here, baby. The only combat you do is at lunch and dinner. The combat I do is every day, all the time, bringing home the W's for VIP, baby. So, before you try to shove your little, reasons and honor and all that BS in my face, hun, before you do that, consider who you're looking at.
I know who I'm looking at. You're a former member of Shoot Nation, the current tag team champions who are both participating in the C101. And you, of course, left them to join VIP, I suppose, for the financial advantages. I understand who you are. I'm simply saying you haven't made your case. What have you done?
I could ask the same thing of you, baby. Let's not focus on my past. Let's not focus on the things I've done. Let's focus on the losers who are crowding around the Dagger right now. Now, if Dagger wants a real competitor, a real fighter to go up against, he'll look to me, Suplex Sam. He'll look to VIP.
Well, as I said, this is completely up to Dagrick. Per the current rules from the brass, the Warpgate Hardcore Champion gets to choose his own opponents. And currently, Dagrick is very busy, doing quite well in the C101. When he does pick someone, well, he could pick McMorgan. He could pick Depth Charge.
Both choices that he could make. Both stupid. Both stupid, babes. Both stupid. Both real stupid choices. Why would he choose that when he could choose the real deal, when he could choose the real rock and roller right here, when he could choose Suplex Sam, when he could choose me?
Well, I can think of several reasons. First off, maybe he would like somebody more on his level, like Zabith. Yes, I think Zabith would be a good choice. He's a member of VIP. Perhaps he could... Locken just won that last match. Locken's looking very good. I can think of several people he could choose over you. Maybe you should have some more matches and victories. I'm simply a suggestion. So, if you are done being very rude to me right here while I'm trying to accept the challenge from McMorgan, I will bid you adieu. And perhaps you will go back and reassess your petition to face the champion. And update your resume. That I suppose would help.
Laid higher roll, pretty much responding to McMorgan, and Suplex Sam making his bid for the hardcore title, also trying to becoming another person to try to upset the polite French Canadian.
Why would you ever do that to Lade Highrold? He doesn't deserve all this.
Suplex Sam is a bully. Like, that's kind of the long and short end of it. But, I mean, out of both... So, mostly because we've seen the match before, but out of the three, definitely, I would kind of want to put Suplex Sam into, like, against Dagrick, mostly because, like, we've seen Dagrick go up against McMorgan. We've seen Dagrick recently go up against Lade, and, I mean, that, by far, my favorite match that Dagrick has ever pulled so far in this current hardcore run. But Suplex Sam, that's a whole new other element. But the only problem that I have with Suplex Sam is that you know for a fact VIP will get involved, and especially because it will be no disqualification, so they could literally come in and just start beating on Dagrick with, like, no remorse, and it'll all be in the rules.
Yeah, maybe Dagrick needs a few security guards on his side. You know, work on hiring some there.
Probably as well, but, like, I guess Higher Rolls definitely is pining to become the measuring stick of the hardcore division, much like the Bells are for the tag team division. I mean, you got that quiet storm in late Higher Roll, and especially when it comes to people, like, this is the second time that someone's tried to rile him up. First time was interesting. Second time, now that's a coincidence.
And as I said, is he going to break? Too many people putting pressure. Is he going to maintain that professional, polite demeanor?
Well, we did see him break just even for a moment against Daggerick back at their last match. I believe it was Thanksgiving, and it was explosive, and you just saw Daggerick laugh and laugh. And I guess people just want to see, like, are just trying to get that out of Higher World, and I guess make him lose his confidence or his calm, so to speak.
Yeah, and I just had another thought on the matter. You kind of wonder who else would be I guess a valuable hardcore contender, despite the people we've already seen. Like, who else?
The easy answers would be like people like Gorm and Cat. They are multiple-time hardcore champions.
The one that broke the ring, you mean?
Yes, but the ones that broke the ring. I mean, I would like to. Lock-in can definitely throw down like the best of them. Now, there's so many people now that I'm thinking about it. Whew, that's a whole lot. But until then, speaking of speculations, we got the next match of the C101. We have Daverman representing the Sentinels going up against the Janitor. And both of these individuals, let me just pull up the graphic here. Yeah.
Yes, our leaderboard.
They don't currently see the leaderboard. This is a kind of a cheat sheet for me.
Oh.
Yeah, both of these individuals are kind of low on the board. I believe both of them have 2 points as of this match, tied for next, not last place, but I believe 4th. Tied for 4th place. So this is definitely. This match is definitely going to keep them out of that spoiler territory. That spinning back fist from the Janitor.
Oh,
Good
dear.
Lord. God, shout out to Eddie Kingston. Jeez. Although that's a guy I never want to ever throw hands with is Kingston. You never. Anyway, but
Sorry, who's that? He's not an MNW.
No, he's not an MNW, but he's he is elsewhere. And we got Kingston, not Kingston. We got Janitor choking out the a Janitor here. Sorry, Janitor choking out Daverman, but gets right on, goes into a DDT. So out of both of these men in this match, who do you have?
Well, I'm thinking Daverman's got some showing, but I'm thinking the Janitor here. It's just obviously. He used to be somebody else before. I recall he was a rich man of the Republic, and then all of a sudden it was a favour by the storyteller to get him into the C101. So I'm thinking he'd maybe want to meet that favour.
I believe the C101, his entry into the C101 was a cherry on the top for a different kind of bit of information that the Janitor was wanting most. Okay, you actually reminded me about that. That is still pretty. That's a pretty That's been a pretty high speculation there, especially with storyteller like the next week after their match coming out to the ring and talking to Dr. Grimm about preparing for something or other. I don't know. And when Dr. Grimm,
what on?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that was it.
Like, when Dr. Grimm is involved, I am immediately on edge.
Suspicious, yeah.
Well, it's because of other reasons, but it's one half personal reasons and the other half the legend of Grimm and what he has done, especially with what he did whenever I
was going to say, no biases and gripes when you're talking about characters, hey?
No, well, let's just say, like, for those who don't remember, there was a promotion called Lucha Underground, and Grimm killed everybody. Millions of souls dead.
Oh, okay.
Which spawned the Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. So it's transformative in a way. Anyway, back into the match. Beautiful dropkick by Daverman onto the Janitor. And David Man, I think, was like one of the favorites to win this entire tournament.
Either of these competitors would be satisfied with a count out.
Yeah.
And Janitor.
Sorry, just checking the cheat sheet.
Yeah, I mean,
Go on.
oh god, caught him into a powerbomb there. I mean, David Man was definitely one of the highest. Is one of the major favorites, mostly because I mean his main event presence has been known since last year's Multivania when Probunaga, the janitor, returned to help Justice Jake.
If they can, if one of them can get back.
Most definitely. And also, David Man was in another one of the C101s as well. Can't recall whether it was the second or first, but he was in another C101.
I believe it was the first one, now that I'm thinking about it, because the second one was mostly tag teams, and I don't think Sparrow debuted at that point in time.
Hang on, SNT. Oh, yeah. Well, I might have to look at that after. And like I said, get back to you all on that.
Yeah, I mean, granted, if what we're thinking is true, then that would mean this is going to be David Man's third C101 in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 times and not being able to get it once. I mean, his performance, if I remember correctly, when it comes to the first one, granted that was all done in a day and that was a little chaotic, but was kind of fun in the end.
Oh, that hurt. I was in the production team there. That hurt.
Oh god, yeah,
But
you guys
it
were
was.
there all day. Like, did y'all take breaks on that one, or?
I had my meal in the production truck. I don't know what others did.
Well, I meant like for like resting and whatnot, like especially because like at the very least for last year's tag team C101, it was split between 2 days. Did you were you guys like up till like late at night compiling all the information?
Oh, certainly in the southern hemisphere. I'm not sure about the northern hemisphere.
Okay, here we go.
And we got David Man setting up for single world's finest. Bit of a world's finest forearm straight to the face. 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and the current holder of 4 points, tying with Lady Boots, Daverman.
Of the Sentinels.
Yes, and he must definitely be feeling it right now because this is a huge win. He is not out of this tournament by any stretch of the means, nor is the janitor as of right now, but this has to up his confidence going forward into round 5.
Oh, definitely. It works. And, you know, Daverman is a superhero persona, so just, I guess, goes with it.
Well, when it comes to like most superhero stories, I guess his luck has his luck in this tournament so far has been kind of following it. Yes, you do have your highs, but you also have your very drastic lows, and his has been kind of His been kind of wavy just a little bit.
It's not fun if you're just high, because then maybe you're seen as, I guess, a bragger, a boaster. You need a little bit of the lows to humble you in a sense.
A little bit, yeah. And if I remember correctly, this was only his second win in this tournament.
Well, if he's on 4 points, then yes, it would be his second win.
So
that's it, because he had no ties. 2 plus 2 is 4.
Yeah, so he's definitely riding his first loss in the first round, then the win in the second, loss in the third, and then now his win here. He's definitely riding a wave. Will it be a success? We will definitely find out in the future.
Next round is round 5, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and I believe that's the halfway point.
Yes, it would. Yes, 5, 9. Yeah, halfway through round 5.
But until then, speaking of braggarts and riding a wave, we have the next match of the C101. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one half of the tag team champions representing Shoot Nation, Scorpion Jack Abbott, going up against 1/3 of the Ballroom Brawl Trios champions, and representing Doom, Mad Jack. We're talking about
both title holders, both Jack in their names.
Jack match. Anyway, yeah, speaking about people who are very braggadocious but can back it up in the ring, Mad Jack is currently undefeated in this tournament, coming off of his win against Zako Duo of all people. Oh god, that freaking red comment into that boss KO was, oh my god, that was
It's not even warranted.
well, when Zako declared that was going to be the last time the boss KO, Magic probably took that as a challenge, just to cement their feud. And here we see here we see Abbott choking out Magic, lifting him up. Magic getting right out and reverse DDT.
I don't discuss fashion with Magic, so
but I'm not gonna lie, I was actually pulling for Abbott in this match.
Jack Abbott.
Yeah, Abbott needs, as we said, like, Magic is undefeated. Like, Abbott needs, like, more of a showing. Obviously, I think the tag team titles are just the beginning for him since he came back. I know he used to have a stint with Ginger Boy, as well as when McMorgan was in the, oh, what was the name of that tag team? The UK Spitfires.
Yep. And, I mean, currently in the standings, Jack Abbott is the owner of 4 points, tied up with Daverman and Lady Boots. Like, as a current tied up with Lady Boots and Daverman, and Magic is sitting at 6. Him and Ginger Boy are tied for first. So, actually, no, Jack Abbott had 2. A win would win would tie him up with Daverman and Boots. Sorry, it's been a long day. Anyway, so
Boilers Joe.
listen, I've had to fight. Well, I haven't had this much pain, but I was fighting a COVID booster this week, so it's been a minute.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so mostly to get out of spoiler territory, Abbott needs this win, and to further cement his lead, Magic needs to win as well. Because the closer and closer you get, and the more wins you rack up, you pretty much become untouchable in the tournament.
Not another one, Magic.
Untouchable.
And I'm not gonna lie, I would rather fight through my illness again with a COVID booster than take that particular move myself.
Elbows driving into the skull of Jack Abbott.
Pardon me, I'm getting a note from Phyllis here.
And a one count.
Oh.
Jack Abbott kicking out.
What's that?
Jack Abbott, he wants that
nothing major.
victory, much like Daverman
Gotcha.
earlier.
Nothing major, just something about Brad and he heard he was hearing stuff. But
Oh.
yeah, it's fine. He's fine. He got distracted by Chew Toys.
Gotcha.
Thank God they're not the squeaky kinds. Anyway, so here we have Jack Abbott giving a bulldog to Mad Jack. Yep, the Jack similarities are already messing with me.
Too many. Way too many.
I mean, I know too many Joes. Well, granted, Joe.
And it's a ring,
It's a
so it's Jack in the Box.
No, Jack in the Box is what Mad Jack was delivering to Jack Abbott a little bit ago, tying him up and then smacking him right in the butt. Anyway.
Too many Jack in the Boxes then.
Yeah, a little bit, and then giving a bit of a Slick Rick strut and just dropping the knee right onto him and then just mocking Jack Abbott. God, I didn't realize that Magic was a fan of the classics.
I mean, right now there is nobody who.
No, he definitely is.
Well, because like he's mostly a high flying like a high flying striker kind of guy. Oh god, a beautiful. Vicious looking Enziguri. Throwing him back into the ring, picking him up and just slamming him down.
That didn't look good. I mean, not great for whoever experienced that.
And just kicking his head in. Just like kicking his chest in straight into the mat and then chugging him for good measure just so he can't get a breath in. Nice little arm drag there from Magic. Anyway,
At the turnbuckle, what's going to happen here? Oh.
Excuse me, just one moment, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Knocking down the ref.
All right.
Magic barely able to get out of the way of that. Ref right back up.
They give it up. And Magic's still going at it. Still going at it.
They are both.
Oh. Over the turnbuckle right there. Sorry, sounds a bit like wrestling commentary there.
He is a cruiser at his core.
But yeah, no, they've both been doing a really good show in this match.
Back in the ring, being stalked by the king.
Here we are almost approaching the halfway mark. As we know, for each of the matches, it is 20 minutes on the clock. And if you happen to, I guess, surpass 20 minutes, you get a tie.
Oh, going for trick or treat, but gets denied. Jack Abbott using this momentum, sending him straight to the turnbuckle, giving him some body blows. Fist, knee, combination knee strikes, and just tossing him into the middle of the ring.
And I think this is the moment that Jack Abbott said, "You will not take me lightly."
And then Jack realizing he has to take this a little bit more seriously. Atomic drop.
I was just mentioning before that obviously we were reaching the halfway mark on the clock, and I guess, yeah, do you think it's better for people to get ties or actually win their matches? What would be more definitive?
See, the thing about that is, like, if a win is a win, you definitely get the 2 points. But a tie is a bit more. Yeah, you can definitely call it a bit more definitive using your own words. Surprise roll up, 2 count.
I was gonna say Magic did come up training with.
It is a bit more definitive, and it guarantees you're on the board. I mean, at this current moment of round 3, Graven, Macabre, and Kuso, they're all on the board and still avoiding potential spoiler territory. But then
no one there has 0 points.
Yes.
On Block B.
Yes, on Block B. But then the thing about it is, though, the more points you get, the more odds you have to win. So, personally speaking, I would rather win. But a draw is definitely helpful. The only thing that does not help here is a loss getting 0.
Which you'd be giving to your other, I guess, your opponent if you got the win.
Yeah, like I would much rather try and cement my lead as much as I could. God, I'm just imagining like what either of these guys would do with Doom in the Doomsday Trios champion tournaments on Flashbang. They have potential opponents to worry about, but here they have the potential to become either single member has a potential to become a doubles champion, especially with.
We've already got one doubles champion, and then I guess Majax and whichever partner of Doom is a good contender for that.
Yeah, especially God, imagine if Majak and say Zerakis or Michael Macabre get to the finals. That'd be interesting. I don't think we ever seen a match.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever seen a match against Majak or Zerakis.
What are you talking about, in the C101 or outside?
Ever. I think they've always been a pair. We've never seen them face each other.
Oh yes, I see. Sometimes how you have interfaction feuds.
Yeah, they are one of the most cohesive units that MNW has. I mean, half the reason why they're still the reigning trios tournament going in.
Definitely, I've never seen a rivalry within Doom, not throughout the history of my books.
All Hallows knee 2, kicking right out at 2.
Not yet. They're still going.
And giving a little bit of a handstand, delivering the knees down, and then Jack Abbott just delivering that brutal-looking clothesline. Yeah, Abbott is busted. He's pissed. Oh, God, low blow.
Oh, no, don't do that. We don't like that.
That's the thing, that he didn't get disqualified.
Really?
Whoa.
So the ref isn't doing his job then?
Whoa, ref didn't see it. low blow, body slam. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jack Abbott.
Get drunk.
He, winner of 4 points, currently tied with Daverman and Lady Boots.
He took throughout that match. And ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, so I've got my cheat sheet here. So before this, Jack Abbott was on 2 points, and now he's at 4. Mad Jack was on 6, and he still is at 6 points with obtaining that goose egg.
And this also means that as of right now, Ginger Boy is the only undefeated competitor of Block A. Now, his match with the Madness later on will determine if this still rings true.
If the trend still continues, or like the rest of them, Ginger Boy has one, I guess, defeated point.
But going from, speaking about Ginger Boy going from one little heated feud between him and Aiden Zero into another, we're going back into Burning Lounge versus Omega Pub territory with a bit of a nostalgic entrance. Alpha Kong coming to the ring with Mega Blitz, going up against Hightower, and being led to the ring by the Flame Revenant. I'm not gonna lie, I got a nice little warm fuzzy feeling seeing Alpha and Mega come to the ring together in their old movements.
2 veterans of Omega Club right there.
Yeah, I mean, multiple time tag team champions. I mean, you could say the same about Revenant and Hightower as well. Also, I didn't know Hightower was into the British punk scene. I think Ginger Boy has some like that exact same looking outfit, except his.
Is he inspired by Ginger Boy? Maybe influenced?
No. The Hightower was has been around the multiverse a bit longer than Ginger Boy has. Granted, there was somebody closely related named Convict Ginger, but we don't talk about him. In fact,
Not redacted.
it's so much redacted to where Gingy will probably come and kick my head off for mentioning it.
Oh shit, Joe, do you need me to lock the doors to the truck here?
It won't stop him. Anyway, so we got Hightower getting a vicious looking like a brutal pummeling onto Alpha Kong. Yeah, it will not stop him.
Metal reinforcements. How much money do we need to spend? Still won't stop him. Your budget?
We have a budget?
Yes, I think we do. I always hear about Eric talking about the budget when the doof breaks it.
Well, yeah, the Duke breaks it, so that we don't have one half the time. Every time he gets booked. Oh God! Hidden Lotus run to Hightower.
Oh.
Kicking right at it too. Ref not seeing Hightower breaking the rope with his neck.
So they are still in it. In it to win it.
See, and this is why this is why I always feel wrong whenever I call someone the Alpha Kong of the C101, because Alpha Kong is this beautiful hybrid of Japanese strong style and lucha libre. His deceptive power is fantastic to witness. Ladies and gentlemen,
I completely understand.
I would definitely go watch this live if you can. Like, once it goes live up on the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Multiverse Nexus Wrestling, go watch this back. Because seriously, this was fantastic to watch.
Live? I thought this is the live version. What?
Looks like Hightower's got him by the goozle, lifting him up. Choke slam. Going in for that cover. 1, 2. Kicking right at it too. Not only is he tough, ladies and gentlemen, but not only is he powerful, but he's also very freaking tough. Had the reason.
Yes.
But I mean.
Sorry. Keep going.
But Hightower is no slouch himself. I don't think outside of his tag run, I don't think he's held any other gold.
No, I don't think so either.
Like, I would definitely put him up for like a Nexus Titan run or a Big Oof.
He'd be a good hardcore contender, I think.
Oh God, the former convict in the hardcore division, yes.
Yeah, what did you think about that?
You know what? I don't know.
He was
why.
a very strong. He was very strong as Convict 311. I remember how he took so many people out there.
You know what? I don't know why I didn't think about the hardcore division. I think it's because like he's trying to be a bit more reformed and all that good stuff. So yeah, I guess I just never put. I guess I never put it all together. But yeah, I mean he does.
Too many characters on the roster to think about.
There are. Yes, there are. Half the time I don't remember who the person is until I see them. I'm like, oh yeah, that's them.
Do you know how many characters I have to sift through on a weekly basis? It hurts.
Hidden Lotus straight to the spine of Hightower. 1, 2, kicking right out at 2. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, these are just 4 of the characters I have to process. Just 4.
Speaking of these people, do you know off the top of your head, like, what the current record is between Omega Pub and the Burning Lounge?
Well, I know in terms of showcases, but in terms of other matches, I don't think I have that in the records yet, but it's been like 6-4 people have been saying, but then there was this 6-man showcase that Alpha Kong was involved in. I think it was for one of the titles. So I think that's like 7 Omega Club and 4 Chained Hell.
That's still a pretty huge lead in this rivalry, though.
Oh, yeah. Omega Club definitely in front, and that's why I think they have this match, I honestly think.
Like, it's actually what it's doing for me is definitely proving any doubters, especially when it comes to, knee strike to the face, picking up a 3 count. May as well make that 8 against 4 in favor of Omega Club. Hightower,
the new Omega
happy.
Club is not soft.
Hightower not having, just decking a ref. And Alpha Kong's like, what's up, bro?
Violence in the ring, Hightower. I don't accept it. I don't condone it. Wait, wrestling is violence.
Wrestling is violence, and we have a tweet out on social media. That's the 6-man match from Alpha Kong was a shot at Bar Ender's Big Oof title at Multivania. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Caradon. Please tell me I pronounced that right.
Yeah, the Shark Man, Carcaradon, that's it.
It always trips me up because I want to say Carcaradon, but I was told that that's not correct. Anyway.
Oh, maybe because, yeah.
It's one of those, you see it written and it's like, okay, it's probably pronounced this, and then they tell you the phonetics, and I'm like, Anywho.
Well, it's like character, cat.
Yes. Anyway, back to the match.
Oh, out of character. Okay, audience member, got you there.
These people have to stop tweeting, have to stop having. That's what it was. His social media profile picture was of Carcaradon. That's what it was. Anyway.
ICOOC, sir.
They're fans. We love our fans. Anyway, so going back into the match, I mean, that's just seven wins against Burning Lounge's 4. I mean,
or 8 now.
8 now. But this just goes to prove that Omega Club is coming back into their winning ways. For the longest time,
that's what I was saying before. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're definitely coming back into, they're getting back into the swing of things. Probably not going to get into into the same vein as they were in their original lineup with Trice, Vince Smoke, and Burnout Vaughn, but they're climbing back up with their current faction.
Climbing the ladder. And new members always bring about different experiences. I guess they're different people, so different stories to tell, a different way of doing things.
Well, it's also when it comes to, they added 2 people who know each other back and forth in Gunnar Birch and Whitney Lee, and someone with
who used to be the Sound.
Yes, who used to be the Sound, and somebody with a major driving force like Kelly. I mean, Kelly, the boss of the showcase, has been fantastic.
She's making strides.
Yeah, I mean, not only the boss of the Omega Pub, but also, I guess, the the one whipping these four into shape for bigger and better things.
Yeah, and that's why the Omega Club is going to go a long way there. But then, obviously with Chained Hell, they've been competent as well. Obviously with the newfound member of Uzra.
They also have the Constant Nightmare Constantinople, and then of course Flame Revenant and Hightower.
And they've been very cohesive as a faction as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, I do definitely see. I kind of do want to see Hightower in that hardcore position, as well.
Now that we say it, yeah.
Yeah, in like that hardcore position, and then. I mean, with as big of a personality as Flame Revenant has, definitely, I would like to see him go for the big move. I think he would be a solid contender.
I'd say so, yeah.
I mean, also a power.
And then
bomber.
Constantinople,
Sorry,
maybe, I don't know. Next, I'm just thinking Constantinople, is he eligible for any title runs, or does he need a bit more of a showing before then?
He probably needs a bit more of a showing, but he is a tag team expert when he was tagged with Istanbul. But him and Uzra could definitely make a killing with both of their styles. But that is speculation for later. We still have the other half of the show to go through. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have some words from the VI Pharaoh, Asir Tiran.
Silence and hear the words of your VI Pharaoh. I have so long been hearing, oh, you lost the Zako duo. Oh, it must be bad. And now everyone complaining. Wilson went mad. The beef went out of control. Hear Aldini say that VIP is on thin ice. Well, I tell you this, lowborns. VIP are the top of this company. We are the masters. It's by the sheerest of flukes that Zako Duo maintained his championship by disrespectfully using the move of a member of VIP who should be honored. Not what you are seeing now are the plagues that VIP will visit upon Warzone until my people reign supreme as we should. Do not mistake our losses for weakness. It is merely one step in the road to domination. And you made so many mistakes. You unlocked the wrath of Wilson. He has ascended, and he will bring death on all those who oppose him. This is the future of VIP.
Asir Tiran staking a claim for his faction, promising a plague of VIP. That's a bit ironic in his case.
Yeah, wow. That's I don't know what to say on that one.
Yeah. And with Suplex Sam pretty much making his bidding for the hardcore title, VIP's, I guess, partnership with Maximilian Thunder Thighs and Asir Tiran, as shown here, still a little upset about people using the Boss KO when the MVP Edward Bosco isn't the one doing it. It is bringing up to a question of what are these plays? What's going to be happening to, I guess, MNW as a whole in this devastation?
Travesty.
Well, hopefully they don't take it too far, because next...
VIP have a habit of doing that sometimes, I must confess that thought.
Yeah, but I think it's not... if I remember correctly, when it comes to timing, Wilson is going to be unsuspended as of, if not before, after this coming Saturday's show. because I mean, for those who remember, he was suspended for attacking a referee and also the brute down on him. Coming in from this.
Wilson scares me so much. He needs to be suspended for life.
For more reasons than one. But yeah, so according to social media, it does come up before tomorrow's show. So they're going to be.
I was right.
They are going to be back in full as of tomorrow. So that's something that we have to be a little. We have to keep our eye on. And with their last couple of promos, I mean, Beefling scaring one of the. One of the backstage people, Linda, who
He scared a woman. Please don't put me anywhere near Beefling. I heard that and I was devastated.
He scared Linda. She's the nicest lady.
Oh.
Also, by the way, Beefling, I'm the one who had to deal with that.
Yeah, Beefling.
Anyway.
Beef.
Nah, I'm still calling him Beefling. I don't care. Anyway, and then Wilson's. If you've seen his social media posts, I don't know what's going on. Ravings of a
That's exactly why I can't eat my dinner.
Ravings of a madman. But speaking of madmen, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Mad Lad of London, Ginger Boy, representing the Three Kings, going up against one half of the Flashbang World Tag Team Champions, the Madness, representing.
Now this is the match we've been waiting for.
God, yes. This was a match I needed in my veins. Two Flashbang originals at their. I mean, I don't even know if they're at their peak or getting to it, but two of the best performers that Flashbang has, and
they've come together again because they're on separate shows at the moment, on separate promotions, aside from the C101.
Exactly, and this. I wanted to see this match ever since Flashbang started because these two are phenomenal performers.
Oh, definitely. They certainly had a big showing when they were in Flashbang together. And Gingy has actually been a world title holder. That I can recall.
Yes, former world heavyweight champion, former hardcore champion, and he
He won it in that four-way match against, what was it, Graven, Wilson, and, who was in slot A? Jagger. That's it.
That's the one.
Sandman, you kiss your mother with that mouth.
Yeah, but again, we had two Jacks going at it, and now we have two Madmen going at it in this one. And
Mad Lad and Madness.
Exactly. And this was just high impact from the get-go. I mean, this is just the first 2 minutes into it, and already people are just like at the edge of their seats.
Oh, definitely. Neither of them are slouching around.
I don't disagree.
I mean, who did you want to win this match?
Oh, well, I wasn't too sure because, as I said, equal showings, but I think maybe Madness needs a bit more of a push there, and if he, I guess, as we said, Ginger Boy is undefeated, but Madness could get more of a single showing if he wins quite a few of them.
Yeah, like, Madness would definitely be up into a... I mean, currently pulling up my cheat sheet here. Madness, as of this current moment, is sitting at 2, while Ginger Boy, as we've been not shutting up about it, is the only undefeated person in this block.
He's at 6 at the moment.
Yes. And so, not only will this win cement Gingy's lead further, but Madness will also be kind of going back, will be tied with, uno momento, he would be tied with the Janitor at 2 if Madness loses. Just putting them into the rings of Saturn here. So yeah, both of these men have literally everything to gain and to lose.
Literally.
And you're whipping him right into the corner.
I am just checking my sheet to see how long this match actually took.
Oh, well,
Wait a minute.
We're gonna know. We are going to know.
Cut by the Madness once again. Oh.
There's a. Funny you should ask that. That's going to play a part later in the match.
I mean, I gotta give credit.
Anyway, so
Far more
we
back
got
to this match than I think Ginger Boy
nice
had.
little Hurricane Rana sending Ginger Boy straight into the ropes. And then a bit of a Tiger Feint kick straight to Ginger Boy's nose.
Oh.
Going right back up to the ropes. Nice little crossbody there.
Body block.
I think the Madness just likes spinning. I don't think he cares about area codes.
Oh, man. Madness showing off. Oh, he's going for the turnbuckle again.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, did he just...
Yeah.
How the heck did he take it off the...
He's been getting better at it. He's been getting faster when it comes to turning the turnbuckles off. He's been trying it every match, but...
Why does he take him off?
Well, he's trying for it again here. See, like, look at that. Like a surgeon.
Ha, and look at the ref. Just At least the ref's doing his job
Oh,
this
great
time.
missed! Great miss! Right! The ref's back is turned! But it's still too much time! Madness could have won!
Is that shades of Dr. Grimm?
I was gonna say... I can't remember what the wrestler's actual name is, but...
Mandible Claw, Dr. Grimm, that...
No, I want to say it's Muda. I want to say it's the Great Muda. Social media, please correct me. I mean, shades of the Great Muda, honestly. But, and a nice little wheelbarrow stunner. But seriously though, the turnbuckles exposed, granted Madness the distraction to use the mist, but it still was too much time. He could have beaten Ginger Boy and tied, and then moved on into the tournament knowing he defeated the undefeatable. But it was still too much time.
Would have.
It was still too much time, and he could he could have beaten Gingy twofold.
There's always next time.
Not only the Great Muda, but it was also Tajiri. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting somebody. Somebody else was also popular using Green Mist. Nice little springboard kick there.
Oh.
One count, kick out. I kind of saw that one coming.
According to social media.
And would you look at that?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say 12 minutes on the clock and the match is still going.
Most definitely. I think Ginger Boy got pissed after he wiped the
Just brutal punch.
after he wiped off the mist from his face.
Oh, definitely.
According to social media, Kana and Rosemary as well. Ah, nice. Yeah, a lot of people are proponents of the mist, but the big name I can think of was Great Muda. Who else?
Gotcha.
And also recently somebody by the name of Malachi Black. Hey. Ooh, a nice little suplex there from Ginger Boy. I mean, I think both Gingy and Madness are about relatively the same weight, so Ginger Boy tossing around Madness is something that's probably something that he's more than confident to do.
A very good matchup, I'd say. Like, made for each other this match.
Well, we were talking about the Great Muda lock. So you hit me with mist, I'll lock you up. Now I'm thinking about it, that's actually just desserts.
Definitely.
And
unfortunately not. Ginger Boy ready for it. This has been
nice little knee strike to break up to get Ginger Boy off of him for a bit, going in for that cover. One kick out at one, and we are halfway into this match. Going for that.
Just approaching.
It's a shame that the Nexus nominations have closed.
Oh man. Sorry, this match was just. Ladies and gentlemen, this was once the YouTube VOD goes up, definitely go back and watch this. This was a joy to watch from start to finish.
This is one you really need to check out.
Most definitely, like the time just flew by watching it. I could not tell.
This is the cherry on the top. Sorry, keep going.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
There's a reason the Madness is a
So,
top performer
9 minutes left to go. Who do you have in this match?
Oh, I think I said this one earlier on. Like, I thought Madness earlier on, but then Ginger Boy could have it because, as you said, when his face was misted and he got pissed off, he's got more motivation to fight back now.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, trying to get out of the bottom part of the trying to get out of the bottom parts of the bracket, as well as Ginger Boy trying to cement his lead, kind of holding it over 8-0. I mean, 2 more wins and he's untouchable. Well, at least untouchable for Aiden.
You know what happens in a really good match? There's suspense, and you don't know who's going to win until the very end, at least.
Oh, definitely. Also, very nice looking brainbuster there.
I mean, that's Ginger Boy summed up.
God,
right there.
I had a friend of mine come up to me the other day and try to think about. He's trying to become a wrestler. He wants to do a brainbuster and transition that into a DDT, and I'm not sure if that can work.
All right, going back.
Don't ask me. My wrestling technicality for moves is not 100%. Neither is it 50.
There's a lot of moves. I do not blame you. I'm still learning a bunch of stuff.
I'm just with people, admin. That's it. I leave the wrestling to, I guess, the wrestling superfans that know about it all.
And we got an announcement today. And
okay.
yeah, we got an announcement from Edward Boss. We were gonna raid into Flashbang proper, but unfortunately we're gonna be raiding into somebody else later on today because they are running Flashbang on Sunday this week. So that's unfortunate, but you know what? We can't be helped.
That's right. I had to get up at the crack of dawn anyway, so I really need an ice bath after this. You wouldn't believe the weather in the southern hemisphere. It's ugh.
Well, I hope it's better than this London dungeon the Mad Lad lock onto the madness.
Oh, too many technical terms. What have we got there? And he got out of it.
No,
he didn't get out of it. Yes, he did.
Out of it. Face busted open. Chest looks like it's just got busted open itself. Going in for that cover. 1, 2. Kicking right out at 2. Oh, man. The suspense in this match was just palpable. Was just unforgiving.
Hey, I was going to say, the fact that Flashbang's moved, that means we can go as long as we want now.
I'm hoping to wrap this up between the normal time of 3 hours, but yeah.
That's right, punctual. We've got to be on schedule.
Yeah. But let's not take away from the match, though. Another little wheelbarrow stunner. I will never be able to pronounce the Japanese pronunciation of that name because speaking Japanese is not my forte. Understanding it, though. Gotcha.
Konnichiwa.
Nice little kick. Nice little kick there, and then kicking right out of 2. Another proponent that Madness is most definitely familiar with Ginger Boy. He knows you never bust open Ginger Boy.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, once Gingy gets busted open, you cannot control him. He is a demon in human form.
I was going to say, yeah, unstoppable. I was going to say the exact same thing. You took the words right out of my mouth, Joe.
Yeah, the Bloodokin, people call it. Going in, top rope. Going for that chaos moonsault, but gets caught by the knee.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Oh, God. That much altitude? Oh, fuck. Just dropping him onto his own knee again.
The knees. Why the Nico knees?
What the dungeon? He's got him in that chokehold.
Is this gonna be it?
Madness powering right out and just slamming him onto the ground.
I was pretty quick of the Madness to get out of that one.
Well, it's like I said, Madness knows Ginger Boy's moveset since years prior, probably without even thinking about it. I mean, yeah, Ginger Boy's probably picked up some new ones since coming to Warzone, and especially after joining up with the Bells to form the Three Kings. But his mannerisms are still the same.
Even if they're on different shows, I'm sure the roster scouts each other out every now and then. They watch each other's shows. I'd say.
Yeah, because whenever I was whenever I was reporting for Flashbang only, I still try to catch up on Warzone, mostly just in case any of them came over to Flashbang.
And we are under the 3-minute mark now, and this match is Still going.
Nice little tequila sunrise from Madness. Sending Ginger Boy out to the outside. Top rope cross body. You absolute mad.
Mad lad. Yep, pretty much.
This is just a fucking fight up to two of the craziest people that we have in Block A. That's
Well,
what this
unfortunately,
is.
if they get a tie, they're only going to get 1 point each.
They're only going to get a point each, but that means Gingy still has not lost.
Through that.
Like, yes, Madness would get bumped up to 3, and Ginger Boy would be still in the lead, by the way, at 7, but he would not... He wouldn't lose, still. He would still...
That is true.
He would be at 3 wins and 1 draw.
Not long to go now. Oh, what's happening there?
We're under 2 minutes. Oh, Hurricane Rana planting Ginger Boy right onto the mat. Madness throwing all caution to the wind. We are at 1 minute remaining. Is either man going to give the other an inch?
Well, what I've seen in the past is that if you go under 1 minute, they seem to just go till the very end.
That's what we've seen so far on Flashbang. We have not had 1 draw on Warzone yet.
No. Could this be the first draw? Could it?
We have 36 seconds remaining, though. And...
No. Missing the steel steps.
Oh, right onto the
On the steel steps.
Count of 5 from the ref. 6. That's a 7. 7 on the outside, and looks like Madness is just unconscious.
Oh, what's gonna happen here? 10 seconds.
8. 10. Ginger Boy wins at the 1 second mark via count out.
Wait, okay, so that's not a tie. 20 minutes, but it's not a tie.
No. It was 19 minutes and 59 seconds.
Oh my goodness, that's down to the wire, as Eric would say.
Down to the wire. Got a count out victory at 1 second remaining. Like, if you were going to have a match of the craziest people that we have on Warzone, that is definitely how you would... That is the perfect
You need
ending
to freeze
for
the
that.
clock to see the discrepancy there.
Currently undefeated, Ginger Boy stands alone at the top at 8 points.
What a way to keep his undefeated streak. And then you've got Madness, who is still on 2 points.
Yes, he unfortunately is tied with... Gotta go to match sheet. Uh-oh, that's not the button. He is currently tied with the janitor at 2 points. Now,
So that is, wait a minute, 4th place, I think?
Believe so, yes.
Yeah.
I believe it's 4th place. It could be 4th place. Yeah, because Aiden is currently at 5th. And, ladies and gentlemen, me personally, I've been talking way too much about that match. That was absolutely insane. Go back and watch that once the YouTube VOD comes up. And...
Oh, that match was hype.
Oh, God, yes, it was. Even knowing the result is still pretty good. Like, I want to see that rematch, though, later on in the future. If we ever have a Flashbang Warzone, culmination exhibition or something like that. Hell, even for a house show, I want to see that rematch.
Oh, definitely. 2 of the strongest competitors in our roster there.
Yeah, but we are going to go into the final match of the C101, but not of the night. We're going to go into the final match of the C101 with the Warpgate Hardcore Champion Daggerick going up against the Multiverse Nexus Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Zako Duo representing
Zaku.
the main event max.exe.
Either way,
AKA
they
mean.
go.
Yeah, also, speaking of meme,
Oh,
I'm surprised
right off
Sawyer
the
hasn't
bat,
fucked with me yet.
Daggerick with that around
No,
world
the production truck's okay. It hasn't been staticking going beep boop or whatever.
by
Nothing about
Zacko.
no beeps, no boops, no accidentally showing off my freaking backgrounds. Yeah, no.
Well,
nothing
yeah,
of the sort.
hopefully it's
We've been talking about
charm of my
this is
presence.
even our main
But let's
event.
get back
We
to the
still have
match
one
here.
more
This is the
after
final
this.
match of round 4, block A. We can say that.
Yes,
Oh,
both
I'm
men
sorry, I
are
must
currently
have been
sitting
mistaken.
at 4 points.
We still have the big
Currently
league
tied
championship
with
match to
Matt.
go.
Not currently tied. Currently tied in third with Daverman and Lady
I
Boots.
don't know. How could you have forgotten?
There's a lot in third place, actually.
Oh yeah, there actually is more. So who did you have in this match?
And that's a standing bull.
No, there it is.
well, I
There
think
it is.
they're
So-
both...
so-
Oh, what's that?
Nothing. They caught something.
Gotcha.
Suplex for the net.
Well, I was going to say we've got 2 champions here. We've got Zacko Duo, the world champion, and then we've got Daggerick, who is the hardcore champion. As much as I would like to say Zacko Duo, I think Daggerick has this match just because of, I guess, his strength and his brutality and how he won the hardcore championship.
I gotta go with Zaku.
All right, and
Actually, if you excuse me just
Michael?
one moment, I gotta go take care of one little thing real quick.
Alrighty, I'll fill in for a bit.
all
Just
right,
back into my
I'll
style
be the
of
odd man
commentary
out. I
again.
think,
We've got a
Daggerick
pinfall,
is
1,
gonna show us something here.
2, and also, excuse me if I'm delayed in the production truck. I am watching from a little bit of a different source here, and what have we got here? The turnbuckle. Ouch.
All right.
Ouch.
Not a problem.
And they're still going at it outside the ring. As I said, 2 very strong competitors here. Both got a big showing and a reason to be in this third C101 tournament here.
A curb stomp.
Zacko going.
I do apologise. As a bookkeeper, I do not know the names of the wrestlers' moves. I leave that to the technical wrestling folk here.
Well, we have been seeing
Brutal.
Against the turnbuckle.
Brutal
Oh, we're back.
chops against the dagger. Nice little leg drop.
That's true. While in prison.
Also, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Hi, Joe.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to take
We're
care
not
of
gonna
something
ask how
really
managed to
quick,
also
and
get
it was
gas.
Oh, that's okay.
You know, some
yeah. So
questions,
my kid had a just got
there are
dropped back
times
off.
when I-
Anyway, so
the answer is
see
yes.
what we got here, and here we have Daggerick tying up Zacko into
I mean,
what
we know Daggerick
looks
has
to
his book of grudges.
what looks to be the cradle from Helix sucks.
Speaking of, all right,
Not sure why
we
everyone's
are
been trying
seeing
to
a
try that
wrap-up.
move out. It never really works
He is
well.
trying to
Helix has been like the
spread
only
out
one who
the
to
ace.
perfect it. Looks like. Well,
It's out of desperation. Or maybe, oh, I did this, now I'm in the, trendy club.
I doubt it's that. I mean, Zacko doesn't really have any
It's spite.
history with Helix. Not if I think about it correctly. I
And a 2 count.
guess it was just a move Daggerick wanted to try out, especially in this case. I mean,
The one
both
that,
men don't really have much
gets
to
the closest
lose in this
will be
match.
closest.
They're both sitting pretty good in the
Well, I have
standings.
to wonder if maybe
But-
No, no matter who loses, still, yeah, if they're gonna still have, I guess, their titles, their names, they're both well-known competitors.
Yeah, I mean,
And
they're
that's the point.
well, they have not much to lose, mostly because like they're not going to be moved very much.
And
They're not going to be moved.
Not way back.
Got it too.
They're not like going to be in the same position as Janitor and Madness as of current,
Oh,
but they're
he's
still going to
lining up
be
something.
in the
Lining up
same.
like he's-
But they're still going to be up
Decided
there,
better,
you know.
was it?
I was gonna say that
Reasonable standings.
Like the only people who are going to
not going
be,
down easy.
like they're only going to be
But he
tied
does
with
look to be getting
Boots,
tired.
Daverman, and
It
Abbott
takes a toll
for third, and then the
Especially
winner of
when you
this
find
goes up to
yourself in a
second
match.
place with Majak.
with a mech.
Yeah, or if they get a tie, then they create a new third
And
place.
here we go.
And that is most definite. Like so,
Styling on him and going
either
for the
these men
pin.
actually have a lot of room
One,
for comfort in
two,
this.
Two. Kick out
Mm.
at two.
That's right, if you're in the middle, you are completely fine. Winning, losing, anything.
And again,
Well, it also be, I guess
Setting
you.
up something he's
The
gonna-
main thing is
Nope,
you want to
changed his
win,
mind
and it's
again.
because you
He's
want to
just getting
get
bored with
close to
Dagger
where
this
Ginger
time,
Boy
I think.
is now. If Ginger Boy
Oh,
gets
definitely
A,
keep
sorry, go
I
ahead.
think he's just really
keep your eye on the prize is what I was going to say. Remember, there's a prize at the end of this.
Yeah, like, They there
Yeah,
is going
that's
to be a
probably gonna
point
be,
where
a source
Ginger
of
Boy's
discord
going
for a
to
bit.
be
Probably for a
untouchable,
little bit.
like going to be untouchable, and he is going to. The finals
Actually,
are
not a
going to
good
be
day
a
for
guarantee for him.
Yep. I was gonna say, not a
But-
good day
Oh,
for our
definitely.
Flashbang guests.
That is still
Still
a
waiting to
long
get
ways
word from the
away.
medical
That's
staff
going to be
on
like in the
Eastern
last
Madness.
3 rounds if Ginger Boy continues this
Yep,
winning
that
streak of
was
his.
a shame to see. I hope they.
Yeah,
they,
can
are
anybody break
pretty
it?
banged
I
up.
wonder. Maybe one of these
Our
guys.
thoughts are with you, Madness.
Pro-
Wait,
maybe.
Dagoric has
We were
already.
able to- and remember,
Um,
we're not on air next week. We are taking Christmas off.
I was gonna say, I would-
Oh, none of-
I'm leaving this to you. I'm leaving it to
That
you
would
on this
be
one.
a benefit for them.
Oh, no, none of them have gone against Ginger Boy yet. I was just checking my cheat sheet.
Thank you
Zacho
for
and
that.
Dagoric still.
Make sure they're at tip-top position
And
when we
nice
come
little
back on
takedown
New Year's
into a.
Day
Oh, looks like a few palm strikes, but
round
Zacho
5 of
blocks.
the C101.
The ace of the promotion,
That is
or
correct, of course. The final.
although I
round
can't
of
really say
round,
that it's not
4 will
warranted.
be tomorrow over
Looks
at
like Dagric's also
Kentucky
trying to go for that
Nebraska,
count out
where,
win.
Flashbang
Count of
will have
2.
its, last,
And looks like he's
its
celebrating a little
block
too early.
round
Zacho
4,
gets
uh,
right up.
Updates about matches.
He's back in it.
Will appear.
Just a little kick to the
He's
gut.
back in it to win it.
And then
That's
off
correct.
switch.
You can find that over at,
10-minute mark coming
at
right up.
Multiverse Nexus
1,
on Twitter.
2. Kicking out at
And while we're
2.
pushing that, also don't forget we do have an archive channel
Ugh.
on YouTube, Multiverse
Excuse me,
Nexus
gotta take it-
Wrestling on YouTube. You want
Okay, now Zacho's just
action?
now
you can
Zacho's
go
just
ahead and
is
check
just
that
having a
out.
little bit of fun with that little
Whoa!
boxing jig.
A hell of a lariat.
So this is the
from
final match of the C101, eh?
This is the final match of round 3.
Got round 4, I think.
Round 4,
Pressuring
right?
him up.
I do apologize. It's been, like I said,
That's
it's
This
been
is
a week
hell
for
of
me.
fight. These two are going back
Yeah, a
and
rough
forth.
week. I can totally understand.
Let's see here.
I think that Dagric might have taken some
da-da-da.
exception to
Whipping
referring
Zacho
to
into the
his
corner
World
and
League
catching him
Championship
into a Spanish
as
fly.
a
A lot of people
belt,
keep forgetting
because
that
he is taking
Dagric is
on our
one of
heavyweight champion
the
right
is
now,
has those
and
those high
bringing
flying
it
moves
to a
in
more than
his
I think
arsenal.
anyone has.
He can
That's why I think Dagoric has a chance.
well. He
Well, I
can
would say
Goomba
to that,
stomp
it's not
the
necessarily
freaking
the race,
cat.
it's just
That's how
finding
high he can jump.
The odd man out,
Wow.
so to speak. Not as many people are.
Like I've seen him do it too.
Yeah,
It is
and here we go.
outstanding to see.
I mean, here's the question: is this going
Uh,
to go like that last match?
And like,
It was a hair's breadth from being.
I mean, this would
a
oh, nice
time
little
count
leg drop
or
there.
a time
Like
draw.
Dagoric winning and becoming not only the MNW champion but also the hardcore champion would be outstanding because not
Reach
only is he
back
at the
now with
top of the
that
company,
leverage,
but he is
And
the
he
most
is working
bending.
the neck
he's the
joints
top
of
dog and
Zacho
he's the
Duo.
toughest dog in the yard.
Ace gets out.
Well, my question is, too many titles, you know, would you start bragging with them and maybe being a bit righteous? I don't know.
It depends on how MNW wants to progress with it. Will they make him defend it,
Dagric
both
trying to
titles,
come back.
or
Zacho goes,
will
"No, I don't
they
think so."
ask him to relinquish at the very least the
No,
hardcore?
putting
Oh.
Dagric
Which,
in the
knowing
trio. Whoa.
everybody here, they're gonna want to try and defend both belts.
Oh, just
We have
knee to
had
the gut,
Yeah.
knee to the gut,
we
knee to
have
the gut.
had
That could've
the
been a
talks of multiple
Well, I suppose we
of
could call it
double
the
belt
tree of Zacho.
champions teased for the longest time. The
That is a
only other
possibility.
people to even come close to it were Sawyer and Malice. And even then, it technically
And,
didn't
right,
come
bringing
to
the knee the
fruition.
bag. He is just
No, that's right. The jumping around of the tag team titles in that last C101.
We are
Ooh.
rapidly approaching the 6-minute
Hera
mark. This
locked
has
the arms
been
into a
hell of a
DDT.
back-and-forth match. One,
Two.
Ouch, and we got a
again
pinfall.
by Dagric.
Not gonna
What
lie,
is it
I thought he
gonna
was gonna.
take?
When he hooked those arms, I thought he was
These
gonna
two
try for a
seem
Trials
far-
of
I think
Osiris
that
to
history's
insult
in play.
Aussie or
These
more.
two are far too evenly
Oh,
matched.
yes. Add salt to the wound.
Off switch,
Oh, right. There
right
we
into the
go.
throat, past the beard.
And with
One,
that
two,
strike,
three.
There we go.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
Zacho does it.
ladies and gentlemen, your winner, currently tied with his foe Mad Jack, Zacho Duo.
Definitely direct foes.
That Zacho Duo.
And
Gets
ladies
2
and
more
gentlemen,
points in the-
here are the final standings of Block A in round 4. We have Ginger Boy sitting pretty at 8 points. Zacho and Majak sitting tied at second at second place with 6. Lady Boots, Daverman, Dagrick, and Jack Abbott are tied for third with 4.
We have Janitor and Madness with 2 points in 4th place. And at 5th place, we have Aiden 0 with the Goose Egg 0.
Now, we have Aiden 0 at 0. Ginger Boy undefeated at 8. If Aiden 0 loses his next match, and if Ginger Boy wins his next match, well, unfortunately, Aiden 0...
They're not going to change, are they?
No, they are not. That would mean Aiden 0 would unfortunately have to play spoiler for the rest of the tournament. And currently... And we have your next round matchups, ladies and gentlemen, that were posted a little bit last week.
What's that?
We have Daverman going up against Ginger Boy, Dagarick going up against the Janitor, the Tag Team Champion fight, Jack Abbott going up against Madness, Zacho Duo going up against the Lady Boots, and later on in that night, Aiden 0 goes up against Mad Jack. If there's anyone to test Aiden 0's resolve, it is Mad Jack.
Oh, definitely. The Pumpkin King.
The Pumpkin King is going to test you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And
all 3?
I've been following Doom for a long time. Yes.
Got you. They are a trio as well.
I've been following Doom since their time on Warzone when they were a part of the bounty hunters for the Inquisition. They were the bounty hunters for a reason, even though they didn't get the titles that they thought they deserved. But you know what? Once they broke out on their own on Flashbang, they were just racking up wins and just racking up everything.
Definitely. They've made up for it.
And Ginger Boy has a very tough opponent in Daverman. And I'm actually very curious to see if Daverman's going to actually get one over on the Mad Lad.
The superhero or the Mad Lad. Two
Yeah.
very strong identities.
And we're going to be looking forward to this tomorrow. But first, ladies and gentlemen, we still have a few more moments to get through. We have one... Hang on, let me just double check something here. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, I got to check something on my end here. Yeah. Oh,
No worries.
No. No. Why?
Oh, what?
Why?
What's going on?
We have a promo.
Yeah?
We have a promo from Dr. Grimm.
Greetings and salutations, Multiverse, as my colleague in the Murder Cave would say. I'm sure you all recognize me, but let's be formal. My name is Dr. Victor Grimm, and I have been one of the top scientific minds in the multiverse for many years. I am here to address a matter between myself and one of my peers. I, of course, speak of Dr. Vincent Vladimir Caliban. You see, I don't know if you remember, but there was a match that led to let's call it, an understanding between Vincent and I. And the gist of it is that we would stay out of each other's way as we were conducting our research. But Vincent, I've noticed you've been showing up in this rather a lot. Now, I understand you're providing care for Vinsmoke Sanji to rid him of that parasite, but Vincent, I have to ask, how is this not a violation of our agreement, our understanding to stay out of each other's way as we pursue our research? Because I know what you're doing. I know who you have scheduled to be that opponent for Vinsmoke, to purge him of the last remnants of that hat. That hat that, come on, we both know was a synthetic hat I developed. So, I just have to caution you, if you step much further, our Cold War might heat up. Oh,
Oh God, no! Oh God, oh God. Grimm is, that is a threat. That is a threat if I've ever heard a threat, and I don't like it. Oh God, no. This is a predicament for Caliban because so Caliban either has to heal his patients and face the wrath of Dr. Grimm, or pretty much go back on his word and not help fix Vince Smoke Sanji.
And Dr. Grimm can't just stay away from Dr. Caliban. He's not like that.
It appears as though they are having a form of mental chess game. And
Different kind of feud.
yeah, they apparently in the early stages of Flashbang, there were kind of little blurbs back and forth on social media that they respect each other's work, and they apparently collaborated on a few things. Of what I don't want to know. That the thought of that terrifies me. Anyway, and yeah, when Dr. Grimm says you might not want to do that, that's a threat.
You heed his warning. You don't not follow it, otherwise something could happen to you.
But here's the thing, though. I think Caliban is the good doctor. Is at the very least, at the very least, going to at least make an attempt. The results, I'm gonna be like 1,000 feet that way, as a start, because I don't want to get caught up in whatever stuff that's going to be happening. But
Leave me out of it.
from someone who is from literally the devil himself to someone who's a bit more heavenly, ladies and gentlemen, we have our promo of the week, the Big Oof champion, Raphael Sampson.
Buck Bumble, thou honor me with thy words. My heart is full to know that there are those that still seek noble character above gold, and recognize that this title is meaningless without the history of the one who holds it. In my time here within the Nexus, I have seen champions rise and fall. Monsters emerge from the corners of the multiverse and have endured countless losses to achieve this goal, all while never buckling nor yielding. Thou speak of endurance of thy feats. Know that I am indeed impressed by thy passion and thy conviction. But know also that I will match thy endurance blow for blow. For I am no hollow holder of this title. No! Multiverse, I am thy Big Oof champion. Now come, Buck, face me, and be judged.
Going right into the match, we have the Latino B, Buck Bumble, going up against the Big Oof champion, Raphael Sampson. And that's what it's all for, ladies and gentlemen, the Big Oof title. And
Very flashy belt.
very flashy, pretty much representing like people with the bigger personalities in this promotion. And
yeah, the belt's always been modified to suit the person that's wearing it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like, a lot of the people who have held the title have been like some of the best talkers that we've actually had. I mean,
yeah, I've got Mega Blitz X, Maximilian Thunder Thighs. That's who I've got. Previous title holders, that is.
I will be fair, but I don't want to say it. Unfortunately, Wilson.
Oh, and who he won the title off? Raphael won the title off Bart Ender.
That most definitely, like the face of Nakamura Worldwide. Granted, it is just him and Power Surge at the moment.
Now, yeah. We must also make a statement on Buck Bumble here, who is the contender for the title. Oh, what's this?
Yeah, we got a
This?
bit of an interference there from Theron Eldrazi of the Outlaws. Apparently, if you're out, for those who don't remember, Outlaws are banned from getting any form of title shots until after Multivania, so pretty much July of 2022. But here's the thing about that, though. Buck didn't take a cheap shot during the distraction. He actually looked at Raphael.
I'm sorry, I must interject. Audience also says that Wilson, Rapture, and Beef have also held the title.
Yeah, well, most definitely. But here's the thing about in the match, though. Buck Bumble did not try to cheap shot Raphael. He actually was shoulder to shoulder with Raphael, pretty much trying to tell Theron to go away, and was like, "Hey, Raphael, are you ready to get back into this? This is not going to stop us." And
the trend with the Big Oof lately has been honourable competitors, I guess, honest, not kind of like trying to stab each other for any reason in the back.
Well, the moment Raphael put this open challenge out, it didn't even take a second for Buck Bumble to cash in saying, "I want that shot."
Me.
Yes. Apparently Raphael was a person that he's been wanting to face for the longest time, and he just never had a chance to. And
and we've also got the audience member saying, don't forget the longest title holder, Nice Ice.
I mean, yeah, the longest... Held the title, he held the title the longest. I mean, that was kind of representing what the Big Oof title means now. Because,
now I remember.
Who's got the biggest personality but Nice Ice?
Yeah.
I mean, his winning streak was just phenomenal. I mean, I tuned in to see those matches every week because they were just so good. I think it was
definitely, and that's why I think now he's having a well-deserved break.
Oh yeah, most definitely. He'll probably be back better than he was before. Little exchange to the outside there from Raphael. There was a huge
outside the ring.
Yeah, there was a huge theme of this match of if there was a third member of the O-Lods, would it be Buck Bumble?
I remember that. I think he'd be suitable for that.
Yeah, he definitely.
I think so.
He definitely meets a few of their requirements. Buck is not a small lad by any stretch of the means, and
I thought just the culture of the faction overall.
Oh, I thought it was because I thought it was because he was all. I mean, he's honorable, but he's also. I mean, he's a big B.
True. He fly, he be, and he sting.
Viva la raza. Anyway, so we got Buck throwing Raphael right back into the corner. Go ahead. Anyway, nice little bulldog onto the B. I'm gonna get these jumbled one of these days. My stuttering is gonna get triggered. I can guarantee it. And then here we have Theron immediately trying to take the buckle off, but the referee immediately fixes back up. And
again, turnbuckle shenanigans.
Cast in the name of God, yeet not guilty, biblical proportions.
That is definitely a move of biblical proportions.
I mean, he just lifts him up and just tosses him. It's not even a powerbomb. Distracted, the ref being distracted, and here we hear CJR Killer's music.
The second one.
I know. Here, one Theron came out by himself. May as well get the other. The other one was inevitable to come in.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to get more to cause trouble.
Well, there is no more trouble than dead or alive powerbomb. And then another display of sportsmanship right here. Buck immediately crawling over to Raphael, asking if he's okay, not taking advantage of the distraction as the referee kicks both of the Outlaws out. This is what... If this is what... I hope to God this is what Raphael... That feels wrong saying
I'm amazed at Buck's sportsmanship.
Yeah, I hope that this was what Raphael was hoping for in a contender. Because this was a tremendous display of not only athleticism, but of just good sportsmanship, honestly.
I was going to say, who knows if Raphael discusses it maybe this week in the ring.
Oh, I hope he's elated. Win or lose, this has to be one of his best singles matches.
Oh, definitely.
Well, you know, just the distractions aside, of course.
They've both had a good showing here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Wait, double checking something. But anyway, oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling he's feeling the fly beast, and
outside he goes.
yeah, he fly, he
Out.
beast, he sting. He is
He flew, he beat, and he stung.
trying to. Well, he's trying to fly here and just delivering the double axe handle straight onto Raphael's head. Didn't really put him down for too long because, my God, all that hair is soft and fluffy. I've seen it.
Definitely don't want to ruin the do.
I've seen it in person. He takes very good care of it.
Wait, is there like a substance that they used to take care of it? I forgot. What was it? Absolute hair care or something?
Absolute hair care. And my wife is actually a very is a loyal customer of theirs. Oh, bulldog onto the B, busting Buck open. Delivering some right hands, these stinging punches. Sending him right back into the ropes, though. Trying to flip the B over, but gets caught. Well, slap to the face there. Yeah, imagine, though, like, if... like, hypothetically speaking, like, the Big B Big Oof champion, that actually has, like, a very nice ring to it, no?
I couldn't wait to see Buck's belt if it had to be redesigned for him.
I assume it would be like a yellow and black pattern that kind of like match his everything else.
Honeycomb print.
Ooh, yeah. Actually, no. That's actually a lot better. Much better idea. And then here we have Raphael kind of regaining the momentum back. 1, 2, kicking out right out of 2.
Also, Buck's still got a chance here.
Also, for those who think I made a reference there, I'm copying it from another broadcaster. Wink. You know, I'm actually surprised that... I know that Strongman uses the triple suplex combo, but I'm surprised that Buck doesn't use it at all. Oh, the Meteora from the top rope! Proving without a shadow of a doubt the fly, and now he's sting.
You forgot the B part, unless that doesn't exist here.
No, I definitely didn't forget about the B part, but because he is a B. I mean, look at him.
Ah, yeah.
Going in.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Kicking out right out at 2, though. These both are just both of these men are just trading back and forth and just not giving either person an inch.
Oh, exactly. No time to rest there.
Sending him right back into the corner, though, and then tricking Raphael. Oh, what's he got planned here? Oh, knee straight onto Raphael's abs. Oh.
Oh. Well, maybe Raphael's abs can take them. He's pretty big, he's strong, and painful.
Well, you also got to think about the strength on those eyes that's on his stomach, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, right.
Never seen... I was going to say, have you never noticed the eyes?
Well, I have, but they're strange places. I guess he's a god. He can have anything on him.
Well, he's not a... He's not a god. He's a... This is weird. He is the judge of the Judeo-Christian God.
Gotcha. I need to learn my philosophy better.
It's a weird scenario. I don't blame it. It's not a whole lot of people know. The only reason why I know is because I had a conversation with him about it. He doesn't like... He feels uncomfortable being called a god. But speaking of which, cast in the name of God, ye not guilty, biblical proportions. Is this the end of the B? 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still Big Oof champion, Raphael Sampson.
There he goes. He does it again.
And the icing on the cake, respect, and a nice little handshake at the end of the match.
An epitome of good sportsmanship.
And we have a social media post from Buck Bumble. Full props to Raphael for that match. The most fun I've ever had in the ring. Here's to hoping I can be there just as good next year. Well, hopefully you don't have to wait too much there, Buck, because that was a fantastic match, man.
We hope to see you in more matches.
Most definitely. I would like to see you team up with the O-Laws for trios, in case Raphael doesn't just in case Raphael doesn't. Bleh, my words, they're tripping. I told you that was going to be coming sooner or later. Just in case Raphael ever drops the belt, you guys could definitely be a fantastic and deadly trio.
What if the O-Lords with Buck Bumble in it were the ones to take the trio's belt back to Warzone?
Ooh, that is highly possible, but we still have the trios tournament for Flashbang to go through. But first, we are not done with Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. No. We have...
Oh, there's more?
There's one more. There is the Warzone moment of the week.
Under that knee as Ginger Boy came back in.
And another Hurricane Rana takedown.
Springboard off the ropes to get the leverage for that Hurricane Rana.
Okay, all right, and we are at about
the leg.
Michael, we are at the 1 minute.
And sub 1 minute, folks. 55 seconds.
Oh, Ginger Boy knocking Madness out. I think we're looking at a draw.
My Lord, Jerry.
We are almost there. 2. Okay, we're getting the count.
You want to talk about a competitive match? Look no further.
Okay, hang on. We are. Oh my God, this is. Oh, reversal
back elbow.
Oh, the brutality. Ginger Boy living up to it. Okay, and wait. What are you? What? Ginger Boy.
Oh! Ginger Boy onto the steps. Onto the steel steps goes the Madness.
The Madness is sitting there.
20 seconds remain.
Or up to a 7 count. Ginger Boy checking. He's like, Madness is. I think he's out.
Oh my.
Wait. Is he moving anymore? Okay, a little. I'm worried. It looks
Ginger
like Madness
Boy,
is trying to stand up and he can't. Okay, he's getting over. That's promising. Oh, Ginger Boy wins by count out.
Did you see the timer, Joe?
Oh, wait,
And your winner, Ginger Boy. I was expecting a time limit draw, but the count.
Normally people don't like a count out victory because they think it's a little cheap or they think it's not a traditional win. But when you go to the outside and get your ass and just trade blows back and forth for a solid, to the count of 8, and the next thing you know, get dropped onto the steel steps, you're not getting up after that. That had to be the most brutal count out victory I have ever seen. And the anticipation behind it, especially with having it end at 1 second left. That is why.
Made the match.
That is why, ladies and gentlemen, that is your moment of the week. The shock behind it all was just so good.
I know, I had to ask for proof that it was actually a win and not a tie, but there you have it, folks.
Anyway, so, ladies and gentlemen, we are closing out on Warzone and heading into Flashbang. But first, we have the patented call-out of the week. Now, because of things that were happening this week, aka I got a COVID booster and I didn't have time to make one, and Travis, I believe, is coming back with with his episode of the call-out on this coming week. I hope I haven't been in that room. I hope it's fixed.
I could have made a segment for you, Joe.
I forgot. I didn't even ask. I do apologize.
That's all right.
But,
what have we got this week?
Well, this week I wanted to do something a little bit more, I wanted to do something a little different. Well, I kind of went into one of Jerry Aldini's playbooks, and I pulled out one of the classic callouts that I've done, that I did last year before Multivania, and it's going to make sense here in a moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, the callout for this week. Thank you, Firing Line, and welcome back to the Call Out. My name is Joe. My next guest is definitely one of the more mysterious people that we have on Flashbang, but representing the cartel, one half of Mad World, your new #1 contenders going into Multivania for the Tag Team Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mad Jester Fool, MJF. Thank you for joining us.
I couldn't be happier, my friend. Heard lots of good things about this place.
Oh, why thank you. So, the Mad Jester Fool, one half of the Mad World and representing the cartel. For those who have never heard of you before, what can you tell us about yourself?
Well, I would love to reveal all of myself, but I like to keep my secrets, you know? But can say that I'm just a skeleton that loves to give and receive entertainment.
How does a skeleton jester find its way into MNW?
You mean, how does MNW find its way to just a skeleton? Well, I used to work at a comedy nightclub where I would tell jokes on the stage, and it was my last night there because I got into a fight with someone there and he crossed the line. That was the night that our beloved Hey Mr. Rabbit was there as well. He saw my moves and capacity and offered me to come here in MNW, and here I am now.
Do you think it was your moveset that caught the former GM's eye?
Oh, he also told me he liked my outfit.
I will admit it is a little eye-catching, but coming into Flashbang in the second wave of new hires, when did you meet the Madness?
I and Madness met at the crafts table. I was dunking my head in a child-sized pool of mac and cheese. And Madness dived in and stayed under the surface for 6 minutes. We just immediately became good friends with each other, you know?
Ah, so when we had Madness as a guest, he was not kidding.
Oh, he always tells the truth.
How about when Madness and yourself joined the cartel? How did that come about?
Well, that one is mostly on me. It's a fun story. How to say, I think Mando has mentioned it here before.
How about when Madness and yourself joined the cartel? How did that come about?
Well, Madness and I saw the announcement of the cartel wanting to become bigger, and I told him, why not? Plus, y'all probably know for my obsession with Hachikins. So yeah, that's how it happened.
Hang on, obsession? I was not familiar about any kind of interpersonal relationships in Flashbang outside of, like, say, the Napiers or the Milnes.
Oh, no, not the way that you're saying. Gods, no. Especially now that he is getting legally married with the love of his life. I would call mine more of a fan obsession towards him, you know?
Well, if you can, please tell them congratulations from me and my family. But there was a rumor going around that you and Madness joined the cartel because you wanted to fight Nitzig Gunk Gobbler. Was this true?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that. That was a good funny story. We got to that point thanks to a showcase back in the day when I and Nitzig first debuted. I think this was the second one? I don't remember well. But yeah, he took the graven pen from me or something, and we got in each other's throats for a while, and been wanting a good match together, which we got. Now we're good. Also, can we talk just how good the big boy cuddles are? I would literally stand here all day talking about them.
I mean, we have some time to kill. Go for it.
So the secret to good cuddles is to have very big arms that are soft and warm. Also a good position, and we all know how big Nitzig is. Some call him the giant baby Yoda. Now my question is, what's a baby Yoda? I literally searched in the dictionary book for the word, and nope, nothing.
I will make a note of those and get back to you at a later date with some answers, but let's focus on some more current events, like probably the best news of them all. Not only will it be 1 year to the day since the Mad World's debut, But you two are challenging for the World Tag Team Championships at Multivania. How does it feel to get a shot at gold on the biggest stage of them all?
That's a very good question. I gotta say, I still haven't processed that one fully, but it feels great. Never thought in my living or unliving life that I would get to this point with my best friend. It's extremely exciting and entertaining. I don't quite know what to say.
Having pinfalls over the Bone Warriors, it is highly possible. Say you two win. Say you and Madness are crowned the new tag team champions. What kind of champions should we expect from the Mad World?
The ones that would never turn down a challenge from anyone. Tweeners, heels, faces, guys, gals, non-binary pals, everyone.
And with all this being said and done, as we are winding down here, is there anything that you would like to tell the Firing Line audience?
Ah, there's a good question. As my plastic surgeon always said, if you gotta go, go with a smile. Doodles.
I would like to thank my guests for joining us, and if you would like to see the Mad Jester full in action, please tune in to twitch.tv/Edward Bosco for Friday Night Flashbang, Fridays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This has been Joe, signing out. There was a lot of foretelling in that one, huh, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, MJF goes on to reveal themselves as Kuso Kale. I mean, that's for one. But when that interview took place, that was before they won the tag team the tag team titles from the Bone Warriors at Multivania in that 8-man. And
We didn't even know he was Kuso Kale back then.
exactly, and especially what kind of champions will you be? Well, the kind that will never duck a challenge. Some certain aspects have been a little
Too coincidental.
too coincidental. Also, I'm not saying they lied, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that I felt like that was going to be a nice little. I felt like that was something nice to kind of bring up. So something nice to bring up for the at least for this week's. For what reason? Well, you're gonna have to find out later on in the show. But
Definitely. Stay tuned.
But until then, we get started with Friday Night Flashbang with the opening match, a C101 match versus the Graven, the Chocolate Zombie Graven versus 1/3 of the Trios champions representing Doom, Michael Macabre. And
These two have actually had a feud going on for some time, Graven and Michael.
I've noticed that. How did that start? How did that get started outside of Michael's assistance with against the Kath Genus thing?
Oh, I think, wasn't it like every pay-per-view or something? Every, on the Halloween pay-per-view, they'd feature?
They would feature, yeah. Because I remember last year's, 2020's Halloween, it was Graven versus Johan, and then this year was Graven versus Jagger, both men of which have been undefeated in Halloween-based pay-per-views.
Breakdowns, we call them.
Yes, breakdowns. Again, apologies.
No, I don't think I mentioned it from the start. There you go.
Yeah,
But yeah.
So we have two guys who have they faced each other outside of this? Off the top of your head, do you know?
I'd have to go back to my records to see that one. All I know is that a while ago Graven was saying something like 2-1 and that they had to, I guess, either break a tie or meet a tie.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because there's so much wrestling that goes on in the world today. It's a lot to keep up with. But yeah, this would definitely...
Especially when you're tracking two rosters two shows at once.
Oh yeah, especially if you're working for a promotion. Yeah. So like, this would definitely, if this would be their tiebreaker, this would be a very worthy tiebreaker. And,
Yeah, the C101 out of all things.
Yeah, especially with Graven sitting at, I believe, both of these men sitting currently at 4th place at 1 point.
Yeah. So that everybody in Flashbang has at least got a point. Not in Flashbang. Some Flashbangs are on Warzone. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're trying to say here. Because, like,
Block B, I should say.
Well, yeah, for Block B. But either way, so a win would definitely propel either men forward into the tournament, and then a loss,
3 points, yes.
Well, a win would get them at 3, but a draw would get them both at 2, tying them up with, this is going to be a list, Victor Vicious, Devin, Semjax, Brawlkaiser, and the Night Reaper Zeracus.
Oh, so like half of the block there.
Pretty much. Leaving Kuso Kale the only one in 4th place. So here we got a cover on Graven, count of 2. So who do you have in this match? The Harbinger of the Apocalypse or the Choco Zombie?
Well, I'd like to give it to Michael Macabre here, because as I said, he's in a faction that's been pretty much undefeated since their trio's reign there.
Yeah, they as a trio, Doom is by far one of the strongest trios that we have. And then, but separately they're not, I won't say they're not as strong because they are top competitors. I mean, they wouldn't be in the C101 if they weren't top competitors.
I understand, but you still notice some cracks in the pipe compared to...
It's easier to exploit their weaknesses, so to speak, as separated out. Whereas in a trio, they all can cover themselves. That's what makes
That's
them
right, they
very
have each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes them very strong as a trio. They see and they react just about immediately.
I mean, yeah, I could be wrong, but I'd like to give it to Macabre this match.
Nice. Well, I mean, there is no wrong answer. So, here we have Macabre dragging Graven into the middle, deadlift picking him up, and then power slam straight onto the mat.
What I was mentioning during that other C101 match, Graven was one of those ones in the 4-way match for the World Heavyweight title in the early breakdowns.
Yeah, he hasn't had. This is one of 2 other opportunities for Graven to go for a world championship.
So yeah, but just the fact he made it into that 4-man match means he can do it. That was as a result of the 64-man tournament we had.
Yeah, and instead of a traditional semifinal, the brass were like, let's just throw them all into the same match and let them figure it out.
Macabre wasn't there then, was he?
No, I think Macabre...
Like a part of the roster.
I think Macabre came in early 2020. No, late 2019.
Yeah, I'd have to check that one.
Nice.
But he's the most recent addition to Doom.
Well, yeah, Doom was always a duo up until Macabre's entry. And Macabre just turned out to be the perfect piece of that that puzzle. And I mean,
most definitely, they work so well together. The spooky theme and
the results have been phenomenal. Here we have getting out. Oh, Grave Seek and Destroy out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. No.
He sought him.
Kicking right out of
didn't
2.
destroy him. Quite.
And then here we have Graven probably going up for the Gravedigger. I swear. Nope, going in for that senton, but catches his neck. This reckless individual. Listen, Graven, we get it. You're a zombie. You can regenerate. but you shouldn't be
Well-
throwing your neck into other people's necks. Especially...
That's the thing, like, he's a pretty strong character, but what's cost him sometimes is his reckless personality rather than, I guess, watching the situation unfold before, I guess, making a move.
Yeah, but, like, I'm mostly talking about, like, he still has some fleshy bits attached to him. That's all bone that he's throwing himself at.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so that's some of the hardest material that a human body can produce, and he's just literally sacrificing his body just to attack it.
Oh, definitely. The bone density right there is quite large.
Especially with how, like, especially with how strong Macabre is.
Skeleton? Yep. Skeletons have to, I guess, support the rest of the body, so they need to be strong.
And we got Gravier going back up. Seek! That's the Grave Digger from the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen,
And that is
your winner, Graven.
a 10-minute, 45-second match there.
Man, he has got to feel fantastic. This is still round 3 of Block B, but he is definitely in to the top part of the bracket as we speak.
Definitely, Graven has a showing right there, and I guess all the other competitors he faces, it, I guess, puts them on notice.
Man, he's got. I hope he carries that momentum further because he is one of the biggest names in the kind of like of the Flashbang originals. He has like one of the best records that we can actually see outside of Nero Napier with the 1 loss. Technically the 2.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's technically the 2 losses, but 1 hard loss. But, well, sorry. You know, I kind of want to put an asterisk about that 1 loss. The 1 pinfall. Because that was still kind of mixed with shenanigans.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and rewatch that episode. You know, we have all these episodes on MNW YouTube that you can go to if you want to see the proof for yourself.
Yeah, most definitely. Check the past breakdown that we have had on Halloween. Next breakdown is probably going to be somewhere in probably February or something like that. But
3 to 4 months away.
November, December.
From Halloween, sorry.
Yeah, January, February. Anyway, so going in from one tournament, we go into another. From the C101 to the Doomsday Trios Championship. Speaking of Apex, we have one of their rivals. We have the Guild, Lasume, Zach DeWeaver, the Merchman, and also the Curator. Any moment now. There it is. We have the Curator, the Guild, going up against Apex's rivals, AAA, El Polla de la Muerte, El Toro Azul, and Demolition Fox. I'm actually surprised that
Flashbang is...
Sorry, what?
Sorry?
No, go
I
ahead.
was going to say, Flashbang is definitely the tournament arc at the moment.
It's like the tournament... We have a tournament arc upon a tournament arc.
Yeah. How crazy is that?
We love ourselves some tournaments here in MNW, but I'm actually surprised that we have that AAA went with El Pollo, and El Pollo, Demo, and Azul. I figured, El Pollo, he's the leader. He's definitely going to be in a tournament like this. But I was kind of surprised they didn't want to go with the 2 heavies of El Toro and Sheepy.
Or maybe rather than going with the heavies, they're trying to get like a balanced team. So I guess you got 1 striker, 1 submission specialist, and then I guess the brawn, so to speak, to match with the members of the guild.
So say AAA go on and win this entire tournament, and do you think that would leave Sheepy and Slamphibian up to take tag titles?
Oh, I'm not too sure with that. Perhaps Sheepy and Slamphibian. Yeah, well, you haven't really seen them work together too often. We haven't seen much of Slamphibian, so it'd be good to see her in a title picture along with, I guess, Sheepy, who was in Apex, which is a very heavy title team there.
Oh yeah, they could Apex has the opportunity to go for every title on Flashbang as of current. I mean, they are in this tournament. I believe in Block B.
Yeah, I'd have to look back at the brackets for that one.
Yeah, me too. I've been meaning to make a dedicated bracket system for that. It's just been crazy. Heh. Well, with Flashbang not being on tonight, I'll probably actually have time to go and do that. And here,
I wanted to make another comment about this match.
Go ahead.
Just with, I guess, all members of the tag teams, they're Flashbang veterans, most of them, like on each team.
oh god, oh yeah. Like the only person who has not been is not a Flashbang original that I can think of is, I want to say El Toro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Price check onto demo 1, 2, kick out at 2. I mean, we've been singing the praises of AAA this entire time, but speaking of, like, the oldest trio on Flashbang that came together, the Guild, you have the king of the showcase right there
I was going to say that.
You have the merch orc in Zach DeWeaver, as well as the curator, definitely one of the biggest underdogs that we have on Flashbang. I mean,
Definitely. I'd like to see more of Curator.
me too. Like, he's gotten a few wins under his belt, but people still like kind of treat him as that plucky upstart, and they're still ever so happy when he wins. Also, with speaking of about the 2020 Halloween show, with the guilds' little costumes as back in 2020.
Oh, yes. Their impersonation of, who was it again?
It was their impersonation of the main eventmex.exe.
Oh, that's right. That was a doozy.
It was funny at first, but yeah.
Time and a place for everything, hey?
Well, they saw what happens when Meme gets insulted.
Well, thou shalt not mess with Meme. Have I got it wrong there?
Well, no, thou shalt not mess with Doom, but let's just say Meme gives receipts immediately.
Gotcha.
Main reason why I'm not sure why Sawyer keeps messing with me. I didn't do anything to him.
Oh.
Oh, and then cracking of the neck from El Toro to the Curator. God, this is actually not with Curator's high-flying aspect, it's not really great going up against a heavier opponent, but but Curator can definitely he knows a way to take the bigger guys down. I mean, he's definitely learned from a lot of his unfortunate shortcomings from the past. Oh God, going on. It'll be 4 years in May.
What, for Flashbang?
Yeah.
I believe it was. So I started my job in November 2019. I think it's going to be 3 years.
I mean, you started your. I mean, I'm just talking like when the promotion started, because I remember it starting in 2019. Because I got.
Oh, that's right. So it started in the same year. Yeah.
Yeah, I got hired like. I got hired like the day after the show started.
I think Flashbang started in July.
That makes more sense. So yeah, 4 years as of.
It'll be 3, Joe. 3. 22 take away 19.
Thank you. Okay. Numbers.
Yes, numbers. I know, they hurt your head sometimes.
There's a reason why Robbie does the math. Anyway, so
Robbie, Meg.
I'm talking of the actual duo between myself, and but yeah, there's a reason why you work the records. I do apologize.
It's okay.
Anyway, so here we have a huge forearm strike on to the Curator, and now he's just still choking the life right out of him. I guess he's trying to wound that throat a little bit further, especially after that initial strike.
Ah, exactly. Do some damage.
And see, here we have AAA trying to go for a classic tag team style. Isolate one of the guys, and then just work him in your corner. And here we have a blind tag from El Pollo a blind tag from El Pollo, getting El Toro out of there, trying to go for
Now
the same.
isolated in the Guild's corner.
Yeah, but nice little leg DDT there. Oh, no.
And that's the benefit of a tag team match. I guess many different approaches.
Most definitely. But what happens when the bird gets murder in his eyes? Chicken wing. This is one of the most devastating submission moves for a reason on the Flashbang.
So much, it made Curator tap.
Unfortunately, the Guild are dropped out of the tournament, but your winners are Triple A. They move in to round 2.
Yes, I can confirm that is round 2. I was just checking the cheat sheet right there, the imaginary brackets I have in my head.
And I'm not gonna lie, I like the Guild. I mean, I love Lasume. I love Lasume. He's a very
They're a
great
fun tag
individual.
team.
They are a very fun tag team, but there is nobody more serious about making a name for themselves on Flashbang than AAA. I mean,
Oh, AAA certainly deserves that shot, and I think they work effectively as a team as well. Not just serious, but effective teamwork.
oh, most definitely. Like El Pollo probably grills them day in, day out in training just to get them ready. But
And that's why he's the leader of AAA.
oh yeah, he has confidence, poise, but when it comes down to it, he is definitely he's the leader he is their strongest and their leader for a reason. But going forward, we have we go back into the C101. We have one half of the Warzone Unified Tag Team Champions in Devin of Shoot Nation going up against the leader of the Conquest Bloodline, Mr. Money in the Big Bank, Semjax.
So you have the Warzone entrance. Oops, Semjax. Yes. So you got the Warzone entrance going at each other there.
Yes, we do.
So yeah, if you didn't catch that, the second one coming in was Semjax, the leader of the Conquest Bloodline.
Yeah, that is right. This is actually a very interesting match. 2 submission-based wrestlers just kind of going right at it.
Oh yeah, it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top in this match.
Actually, no, wait, I have to correct myself. Devin is not really much of a submission specialist. He is a pure striker, plain and simple. It's Abbott of the duo that's the submission specialist.
Gotcha. And I've got to say, so in terms of title holders, we've got Devin, who is the other half of the Warzone Tag Team Champions, along with Jack Abbott there. Now, Semjax isn't necessarily a title holder, but he does hold the mega money in the big bank.
Most definitely. And I'm trying to pull up my my own cheat sheet here, especially when it comes to the standings here.
Oh, yes. We need the standings.
Yeah. So, yeah, we have Semjax here at 2, as well as Devin at 2 points. If either of these men win, they get shot right up into second place, passing Graven. And going nice shades of Dr. Grimm, and putting Devin into quarantine. Actually, that's actually still apropos for the current times, unfortunately. See, this is another reason why I love round robin tournaments like this. It has an opportunity to make it very close, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, exactly. Every match is a different experience. Like, as I was saying about tag teams and factions, round robin tournaments, also different competitors means different styles. Yeah.
Most definitely. I geek out about not only the possibilities, but the numbers game. The numbers games are just so much fun to play with, because it's like, okay, if either of these 2 men win and somebody loses, blah blah blah, because you can fantasy book like crazy.
And exactly. Especially with if this was RNG, the randomness of the outcome.
Yeah, And the best part about it is you can go into it in the next night and still be blown away by a result that you never even thought of.
That's it.
It makes me think this is why I'm a wrestling fan. This is like the exact reason why. And I'm also thank you for yes, I work for the promotion, but thank you for the promotion for MNW for allowing me to fantasy book as a fan. And
Yes, that's right. Firing Line does a lot of fantasy bookings there because this is what it's all about. I guess thinking up all the possibilities.
oh god, yes. Anyway, so we got a nice little drop kick from Devin getting back into the match there. Swift kick right onto the lower back of the Conqueror. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually had Devin going into this match.
Yeah, I agree with you there because Devon's been a very strong opponent outside the C101 as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, yeah, Devin's only had the one win, but it is still. I mean, yeah, 2 losses and the 1 win, but he has still brought everything that he has, and his striking.
Anybody he goes up against, he's dedicated as.
Well, here's another thing though. The main reason why I didn't really count Semjax is because he has the ultimate trump card that he can bring over anybody. He can literally, Semjax can be a spoiler in this tournament, and he can still come out on top at the end. That mega money.
Exactly.
That mega money in the big bank. Oh, here we go. Embrace the Conqueror coming in. Locked to the legs. Bit of a flare there. And it's now locked into the chin. Looks like a center of the ring. Can Devin break out of it? And Devin taps.
So Semjax has it this one.
And that puts Semjax into 3 points, tying him up with Jack Andrews at the moment. Jack Andrews and Graven Allen, actually. I stand corrected.
Yeah, Semjax has actually got 4 points because he was previously on 2.
He does have 4. I do apologize for that one.
That's all right.
I do apologize. Yeah, he's So yeah, Semjax is tied for first place, with Graven being
yes,
second.
currently. So Devin's still on 2 points, and Semjax now on 4 points.
And yeah, so like we were saying before the match was over, Semjax, the mega money in the big bank allows you to cash in that suitcase on any world champion from Flashbang,
is he just going to cheat and cash it in at the end of C101?
It's not really much of a cheat. He won the match. It's technically an honored contract.
Right.
And it's technically not cheating. It is it's not really that frowned upon, but it's still somewhat legitimate.
I'm just thinking the people in the title match at the end certainly wouldn't be happy.
They wouldn't be, but I mean, he's got the briefcase. What really much can they do?
That's why it's called a trump card.
Exactly. He has that over anybody on both blocks. So
yes,
it doesn't matter if Ginger Boy can go undefeated. It doesn't matter if Gemini can go undefeated. He still has that over anybody. Hell, he can get paired up with Victor Vicious in the next round, and he can cash it in right then and there.
Pretty much.
Anyway, but until then, speaking of Suicide Gemini, we have a little bit of mic time that he has requested. So, ladies and gentlemen, Suicide Gemini.
Greetings, Flashbang. It is I, the leader of the C101, the toppler of giants and snakes alike, the homicidal, suicidal Gemini. And I must say I am thoroughly excited for my matchup against Kuso Kale. Although I am a bit disappointed. I'm disappointed that I don't get to fight the Mad Jester. You were so much more fun, interesting. But I suppose I can talk to you the same way I would
the jester. Do you mind if I sing you a song ahead of your loss here tonight, Kuso? I thought about it for quite a while. What would be the perfect serenade before I crush you? So I thought, what is the most romantic language I could think of? And I came up with this. Che bella cosa, una giornata sole, n'aria serena, dopo una tempesta. Per l'aria fresca, pare già una festa. Che bella cosa una giornata sole. Oh, I do love songs. Don't you, Kuso Kale? Yes, and I'm going to love what I do to you here tonight. I'm going to make you suffer, and I'll send you back to your hubby with a few more battle scars.
Gemini, my man, you are playing a dangerous game with that one. People have insulted Kuso. People have tried to hurt Kuso, but you are playing a dangerous game, playing with another man's wife, especially another Mandalorian's wife. Oof.
Especially after your questionable record lately, Gemini.
Oh gosh, and well, let's also I understand. Like, let's not also ignore the fact that he was like, I liked you better as MJF. Like, I'm not sure if that's an insult or not.
He might get that wish. He might get it.
He very just might, but I mean, Kuso does do moves that she did as MJF, but it's kind of like a more hybridized version of MJF's and Hutch's. And like, as a married man myself, I don't feel sorry for what, like, if anything happens to Gem at that point.
The liability is entirely on you. MNW staff, not included. They're exempt.
Yeah, I doubt anyone would cheer for that. But if you ask CG Ghost, he would definitely be the first one to say no, he's a bad person. But going into the next match, we are going into another C101 match. We have the Black Prince of Wales, Jack Andrews, going up against 1/3 of the Trios champions, the Night Reaper, Xerxes. If you just give me one moment, ladies and gentlemen.
So, yeah, we were thinking, is this match going to be one of the quickest matches? Because it went by pretty quickly. No, we had a match that was even quicker than this. And that was the match that happened last round between Suicide Gemini and Devon. But back to this match, we can see Jack Andrews being stretched out there, but he managed to, I guess, get out of that one.
Yeah, the technical mastery of the Black Prince is outstanding. Yes, he's had this bit of a he's had this, I guess, personality shift a little bit, but he is still the expert of British style wrestling. Like,
definitely, I think he's took a turn to be more serious these days.
Yeah, like, he dropped...
Not as pompous.
Well, he's not as pompous. He dropped his ego and putting his focus more in his work. I mean, there's a reason... Like, for those who don't know, his title was the Prince of Wales, not because of him being any royal blood. No. That was earned. A nice double A spine buster. Oh, God.
Definitely, in MNW, you have to earn things.
Spine to pine. Well, back in Wales, Jack Andrews pretty much saved the British independence scene. And he's been credited as, like, not credited. Again, he's like it's shown here. Like as a rookie, he's been put into a very high position, and he wowed everybody.
Yeah, well, he'd now be seen as one of the veterans, I think.
At this point, I would agree with that statement. I mean, going 3 years in, and yeah, and I mean, both him and Night Reaper Zeracus are Flashbang original, so yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Definitely, and as we know, Zeracus was on Warzone as a Doom partnership before Flashbang's inception.
Yeah, but I kind of prefer the revitalization of themselves in MNW proper, mostly because I mean, look at their not only their success. Look at their success, but like their personality shifted from mindless dogs of the Inquisition to well, what they are now.
Exactly, and they've even taught people a few lessons or two.
Yeah, no, you don't fuck with Doom for a reason. I mean, you can still see Jack Andrews here, like respectfully beating on Zeracus, if that makes any sense.
Oh, I guess he's not just taking the piss out of it. He's doing it with meaning, with purpose, and making sure there's a legit reason to do it.
Yeah, he's trying to make sure, like, that's kind of the tricky thing when it comes to facing anybody from Doom. How do you beat them without looking disrespectful, I guess?
You don't want extra liability from Doom. I guess you don't want a hospital bill coming.
Well, yeah, because, like, you don't want it, like, no cheap shots, even. Although it's weird because they're kind of equal opportunity cheaters. I guess if it's funny.
Low blows, brass knucks. Yeah.
Taking the turnbuckles off. Like, I guess if it's funny. I guess that's probably the one underliner. Is it funny? Yeah, you're cool. I don't know. I'm probably talking out of my ass on this one, so who knows?
Nah, that's okay. The people need content. They need good content. Keep it coming.
They need good content. Then why they? Then I'm kidding. Anyway, look at that fake, nice little clothesline there. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Andrews. And I'm not gonna lie. So, I asked you previously, Karla, what was the quickest match, because this felt like it, because it was very sudden when that finish came. But in between the
in your absence, yes.
Yeah, in between the segments, you said you found which one was the quickest so far in the entire tournament.
That's right, Joe. In your absence, I actually told the audience firsthand, but I will repeat that the quickest match was actually back in Block B Round 2, so last week's on Flashbang. We had Suicide Gemini versus Devon was 3 minutes and 29 seconds. This was 4:16.
That was, 3:29 and then 4:16. Wow, that is still pretty close together.
Oh yeah, not even by a minute.
My God.
And if we get one under 3:29, is that a squash match or just?
Well, it's not a squash match because traditionally a squash match would be if the other side didn't get any offense in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I mean, as we saw on both, not only the Gemini match, but also with this current one, both of their opponents got a whole mess of offense in. That, I guess it was just shocking because of how slow paced it was. And then all of a sudden, boom, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that looks like somebody, Jack Andrews found his opportunity there.
Most definitely. And, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he is my dark horse to actually win this entire thing. But
yeah, I agree with you there.
With that, though, that shoots Jack Andrews up to first place as of right now.
He now has 5 points.
Most definitely. So.
And Zeracus stays on the board with 2 points.
I mean, but he's still. Here's the beauty of it. Zeracus is still in this game. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going right back into the Doomsday Trios champion. The Doomsday Trios tournament. Ugh.
DDTT.
You know what? That's actually much more simpler. I just need to make a note for the graphics team. I'm kidding. Anyway, so we are going straight into the Trios tournament. We have Vaporwave with a new Titantron, though. I actually kind of like it. Going up against Alexis Edmonton, who is teaming up with the VR Junkie and Electroman, Electro Reality. And I know I don't shut up about Electro Reality, but I actually did want them to win this match.
Ah, well, yeah, I was going to say that compared to last match where we had 2 veteran teams, with this one, we actually have veteran members in one team and newer members in the other team.
Yeah, Alexis Edmonton has been around since Flashbang's inception, so yeah, this would be a originals versus new blood kind of match.
Yeah, newer
blood. Well, Apollo Hades, Rico Rose, and Aguilong have been around for like about a year now, so they have been more than established in the roster. But they did come a little later than Electroman, VR Junkie, and Alexis.
Most certainly, yeah.
Actually, kind of curious, because I've been actually wondering this myself. If Electro Reality and Alexis would have won this, would they have actually, would Electro Reality have brought Alexis into their group and just turned that into a trio, or, I asked because...
Well, I don't know about the wrestling culture, but in terms of my culture, I like to welcome anyone in that I guess respects our team and gives us a shot. And Alexis is certainly a very respectful member. I haven't seen her boasting about anything, gloating about anything. So I'd say yes, she'd be most welcome into Electro Reality.
I was about to say, because it just dawned on me how close that you are to Electroman and VR Junkie.
Yeah, most certainly. Like I said, anyone, the more the merrier, the bigger family.
Yeah. So I don't even have to ask who you had in this match.
To be honest, I thought Electro Reality were going to be in round 1, but then we obviously had that qualifying match, and I was like, oh, wait, what?
Oof. That big slam and leg drop from Apollo and Rico. They have been coming in, not to offend, but they have been coming into their own, as a cohesive unit as of late.
No, Vaporwave has had a lot of offense in this match, I'll say that. I don't want to be biased when I'm on commentary here.
I understand that, but me personally speaking, I'm a huge Doom fan, and you are, and you guys are, family, from what I've heard.
Yes.
But yeah, nice little arm drag from Alexis onto Apollo. See, Alexis, So I actually got a question. How did Alexis come to you guys for this opportunity?
Well, we were actually looking for each other, I guess, and we found partners in each other. Electro Reality needed a third member, so I'm like, okay, who can we get? And I guess no one was really coming. I don't know why. And then I was walking around the backstage area, and I see Alexis have an advertisement for, I guess, 2 more members. So I'm like, oh, okay. You need someone, we need someone. Glue them together and see what you get.
That is fantastic. Looks like we're just going in for a pin, but broken up by the VR Junkie. By the way, something I've been curious of. What's the what's the VR Junkie? What is he looking at? Seriously.
I don't friggin' know what he looks at. Sometimes he's like, oh, I can see a butterfly. Oh, I can see my friend Tim. And I'm like, what? No, I can't see a thing. He says, I'll put the headset on. I still can't see a thing. Maybe I don't know how to adjust the lenses. Friggin'.
Throwing Alexis into the turnbuckle with that suplex. I do apologize, but that was still brutal move right there. Broken up again by the VR Junkie. VR Junkie's ring awareness is definitely supernatural with that headset on. I don't even know.
But even in this match, Electro Reality's been very cohesive as a tag team, I guess, using each other, not just relying solely on one person to get the job done.
Yeah, like
Or not.
they are doing like a very, like we mentioned it earlier in the night, a very classic tag team move. Not only is you single out one person and then make quick consecutive tags just to keep not only yourselves fresh, but to keep the momentum in your favor.
Yes. And I didn't time this match, but I know this match did last a while. It was very to and fro, as I said, very competitive.
I believe like the actual was 20 minutes, but that doesn't matter. Justice Driver! Going in for that cover on Aguilong. 2! Kicking right out at 2. Man, Electro Man thought it was the end. Tagging him back in. And here we had Aguilong playing possum. Catching... knee right to the ribs, bringing back in Apollo. And then a nice little crossbody and just beating him down.
These two were going at it for a while.
So, like, okay, random question. Why is he called the Electro Man anyway?
Oh, it's just a kind of electric theme here. I thought he's strong, competitive. Sorry, I don't have a legit source answer there. Maybe I have to ask him yourself.
Okay. Thought I'd have to, I thought I could just avoid. But okay, I'll make a mark for Travis. Reality check.
He's not...
Dropping Electro Man right onto his knees, but Electro Man's recovery, my God, man. But yeah, I'll make a note for Travis because he's coming back soon, and well, it's.
You really want to know?
You know what? Sure. Firing Line, like actually, right after the match, we can. Mostly because we'll have some time to dedicate for it.
Gotcha.
Stomping on the back of Electro Man looks. Oh God! That swift kick to the side of his head. Looks like he caught the sunglasses in on that too. God, I'm surprised he could get his like that Aguilon could get his foot up there.
Oh, me
and
too.
Then another. Going for the cover. 1. Broken up by VR Junkie.
And this was the part of the match where Electro Reality was simply getting pummeled by Vaporwave. You know, in my biased opinion, that wasn't fair, but each to their own.
Sometimes it happens in these kinds of matches. I mean, you never... Nice little fireman's carry slam there. Picking him up back into a second. Going for that cover. 1, 2... Oh, he almost got it! He almost got the 3 count, but Aguilon kicked out at the very last moment. Not to lose the
nearly.
Not losing any momentum.
I was on the edge of my seat. Then.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, as a casual viewer, I would not doubt it. Oh, and just that straight punch to returning the favor to Aguilon. Nice little camel clutch, though. Will he make him humble? No.
No, not quite.
Oh, looks like he was trying to go for like another one of those consecutive fireman's carry slams, but gets caught into a half crab, but he's hanging onto the rope. Come on, ref, you can see the rope. I swear, I think Legs needs glasses or something, or at least needs to better his contacts. Because,
no, he needs VR's headset.
Apparently, I mean, fucking VR. Junkie can freaking. I don't know what it is that he's watching or like what kind of like program he's doing, but like his like attention span is supernatural. Like it is ridiculous how good it is.
Exactly. Maybe you can see extra beings in the ring, or maybe you can foretell what's going to happen with different silhouettes. I'd give it a shot.
Picking him up, going straight into the slam on. Looks like he's on Vaporwave's side of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Up. Lexus Edmonton breaks it right back up at 2. God, this was a back and 4th fight. I'm surprised this is the first round.
As we were saying, yeah. Well, in any first round that Electro Reality's been in, because let's be honest, they haven't made it past any first rounds, but they've always been competitive matches.
I could have sworn during the Dues Pulp Tag Tournament they got to the semifinals.
That is, no, not the semifinals, but I do remember they did beat Apex. I forgot that one.
They did beat Apex.
So that was an upset.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like, I don't shut up about how much I love Electro Realities' climb from pretty much guys treated like
Jobbers.
Pretty much like jobbers to climbing up into a tag title scene and staying in that same vein. Like
like even though they haven't won the titles, it's still a very good showing for them and their name.
Well, yeah, like they have not lost any of that momentum and praise, and this just shows it. At least in my opinion. I'm just one jackass.
I would agree.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, being the bookkeeper, I have to, I guess, see what the audience members and fans say. Not only do I monitor the ring, I monitor the chats and all the notes that come into my office and all that.
But yeah, unfortunately, this tournament is filled to the brim with people who not only have teamed forever, but people who have very close ties together. I mean, not to talk about, maybe let's see here. We have like Helix X and Ramon. Those two have been together for years. I mean, even beyond Flashbang, and Burden is the head. His element is chaos, and then you got like and then you have like people like the Troll Train. I mean, Johan Taigiri, husband, wife, Johan and Tiki. They've been teaming for like 2 years, and then like mix all three together. The only wild card element is Taigiri and Tiki.
Well, that's even another theme with third members.
Hell, let's the favorites to win in that match, Apex. Those three.
Oh, they're a family.
Yeah, they are a family. They are a cohesive unit that react as the other thinks. Like, especially
animal instincts.
Especially with Blight helming that tournament, like helming that team. That is a deadly trio if it's led by that fucking monster. No.
Wolves. Very.
Anyway, we have. Sorry, I've been gushing about tournaments. This is what tournament arcs do to me. I nerd out. Anyway, but we have going back into the match. We have Apollo Hayes deadlift picking up into a nice little half powerbomb there.
Oh, God, Electro Man's going for a ride there.
Dropping him onto the turnbuckle, though. Giving Turnbuckle Chan a little smooch. Like, glasses first, too. Like, seriously, how does that not hurt him?
Yeah, I wonder. He's got a pretty thick skin for that.
Yeah, most definitely. He also doesn't seem to let a lot of things bother him, too. Oh, big close.
When I ask him what's bothering, he doesn't really say much to me. I think he likes to keep a lot of things to himself.
Oh my God, Tope Con Hero! Straight onto Electro Man. That's a short distance, ladies and gentlemen. And then another reality check.
Yeah, this is where he receives a lot of punishment.
It looks like, because he doesn't even go for a cover. He's going in for another reality check, it looks like.
Oh, God, just give up, Apollo. Give up.
Did 2 reality checks back to back, and he's going to go for a cover again. He just wrenches at his neck.
I don't like this.
Like, he's just going in for punishment at this point. This could this could cost Vaporwave the match.
Could cost them, or quite the opposite?
Who knows?
Only time will tell.
That's half the fun of wrestling too. Honestly speaking, like you think you want to be a little sensible about these things.
True, because if you use up too much of your energy, then will you have any more if I guess you have to put up with things later in the match?
Like, honestly speaking, I wanted this to be the, like, at the very least, I wanted Electro Man's endurance to be the moment of the week this week, but let's just say what we picked, oh, big power bomb. The one we picked, it'll make sense. I hope you all know.
No, that's understandable.
Yeah. And then reality check. I don't mean any offense,
There he
but
goes again.
please let this be the end, because there's no way Electroman can take more abuse. Yes, it is.
It is the painful end.
I felt for Electroman the entire time that Apollo was just laying on this assault.
The bloody end, as you can call it, referring to.
That's all I was going to say. That's copywritten to Warzone. But Vaporwave progress into the next round of the Doomsday Trios tournament.
Round deux.
Round deux. And I got the wind knocked out of me on that one. And then
Did you now?
And then
Oh, it's Happy New Year elsewhere in the world.
Yeah, it's
well,
Happy New Year's in the UK.
thanks for joining Australia.
Well, technically, if it's in the UK, they you left them.
Yes, no, we left you all in the dust.
I don't want to make a comment about that because I don't really know your guys' climate all that much.
Okay.
We got a message from Rico for you, Karla. Miss Karla, they did great. Honestly, I hope that team doesn't disband. I look forward to a rematch.
Yeah, no hard feelings. Because Electro Reality didn't really do anything wrong in that match. They rather received excessive punishment from the other team. So I hope they can come together and I guess band and see what works.
Like, they definitely I think they should definitely get in a rematch like once the tournament's all said and done, even if win or lose. But we are going to have to put our trios booking to an end for now because we still have 2 more matches for the C101 to get through. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the homicidal, suicidal Gemini going up against the Mad Jester Fool.
What did I say about wishes coming true?
Oh, you nail on the head on that one. And I guess Kuso responding to Gemini's little love song in kind. But it's not just Kuso responding. The husband, Hutch Kale, coming in.
Hey, got a bee in his bonnet.
A man sang a love song to his wife. I don't blame him.
That's what I mean, Suicide. You are a very dangerous person on many different levels.
Here we have a crucifix roll up into taking Gemini on a little ride there, trying to kind of make him dazed and delirious.
And what, Hutch is just going to watch the match now? He's not going to get in there and beat Gemini to a pulp?
Anyway, sorry about that. Somebody's making a snack run to the local store. I was like, please be careful because crazy stuff happens in nights like this. Anyway, so and we got Gemini kind of tying up MJF. This is kind of, I don't know why, this is kind of makes me feel a little nostalgic looking at MJF in the ring.
Oh yeah, I remember. He was he's one of the newer members himself.
Well, I want to say that
not a veteran.
I want to say that MJF came in later on in 2019 with Madness, and of course from the call out episode that you guys heard recently, they formed after MJF was in a kiddie pool full of mac and cheese.
What?
Yeah.
The heck?
I asked Manatee about that. He confirms it. They are not bullshitting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't try to understand half the machinations of the multiverse. But I still get wowed by it all the same.
Most certainly.
dropping the elbow onto MJF. And especially with like Hutch Kale actually is in the trios tournament as well. He has a match with Nitzig and an unknown partner next week.
That's right, I was going to say, since Kuso's not in it, who's it going to be? Well, that's right, and Victor as well. Both Kuso and Victor are out because they're in this tournament.
Well, with the complicated nature of Kuso and Madness, I don't think they're technically in the cartel anymore. Even though they are still acting like they're friends, at the very least, the Mad
Yes,
Bull
no, I
still is
forgot
friendly.
that
Well,
Kuso is on the other side of things now.
Madness is still friendly. Kuso is oddly silent. Well, with what I remember. Ooh, nice kick to the sternum there. With what I remember Kuso in the indie scene at the very least, I mean, her and Hutch are pretty much the exact same person. No, not Hutch. Her and the Amazon Tigeri, they are pretty much the exact same person. They are forces of little words, but when they do speak, it's impactful.
Or is it actions speak louder than words or something?
Both, actually. Going in for that cover, count of 2, kicking right out. No, because like Kuso doesn't really speak all that much, but when she does, you listen.
That's right, you will hear her roar, basically.
Pretty much, and if you ignore her and treat her as anything lesser, well, she's got a kick straight to your face.
Well, thou shalt not mess with Kuso.
There's a reason why Hutch practically worships the ground she walks on, up until what's currently happening in Flashbang with this complication, so to speak.
Oh, convoluted. Don't get me involved, please.
I'm curious and drawn to it because, oh God, I forgot about that. Gemini just spitting out all that blood. Like he has some internal bleeding going on in him right now.
Oh, Joe, censor it. Plug it.
If it helps, it's like for like a split second. Also, I don't know when it comes.
Okay, I am just going to have to grin and bear it. Well,
not
grin, but bear it.
I did not know you had a blood thing.
That's okay. I guess I'll just okay.
I will apologize because there are a few matches where people do get busted open. Oh God, leg drop from the top rope. So wait, people get busted open all the. Well, then again, you're in the records department. Hang on, Electroman gets busted open.
That's right.
Electroman gets busted open all the time.
Yeah, well, busted open is different to internal bleeding. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Fair. You have a point there. Nice little elevated Hurricane Rana there. Looks like I want to say Kuso, but MJF. Who the fuck knows? MJF is a little gas there.
MJF is the skeleton-looking Joker, and Kuso is, I guess, the female Mandalorian.
Well, Kuso is MJF.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, shin straight to the dome on Gemini, going to the top rope. Oh, looks like MJF's trying to get Gemini to get up. Nice little Hurricane Rana. Shout out to the Madness.
Took him down there.
1, 2. Kicking right out of 2. Here we have Gemini.
Halfway mark right now.
Yep, 10 minutes in, halfway mark. And I don't think Kuso technically has a win in this entire tournament. She has 1 loss and 1 draw as of right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's only got 1 point so far, and there's only one possible way you can get 1 point.
Yeah, so...
Whereas so far...
Yeah, so far she just has, like, unfortunately, she's just not able to get that win despite, I mean, I guess all this momentum going forward, especially with, you know, 1/2 of the tag champions.
And then you've got Suicide Gemini here, who is currently with 4 points. Second place, because Jack Andrews took the lead.
Yeah, he is also currently undefeated in this 3rd round.
That's right. So could he be like Block B's Ginger Boy, as it were?
Yeah, that time will tell on that one, especially at the end of this match. 8 minutes in, and it looks like no one's giving anybody anything. I mean, most covers have resulted in a 2 count, but it's not like a 2.5 or anything. It's like 2 count and then immediately kicks out of it.
That's right, not giving a break, not giving any chances for recovery there.
It's when you're at this point, the only other person that is tied with Kuso is Michael Macabre, and and you only have, with this being only the 3rd round in this of Block B, you only have up to go, like you. But what better way to get 3 points, right? To have 3 points is to beat somebody who was undefeated.
Yeah, no, that would definitely make an impact.
Oh, most definitely. It would be the most impactful, and also it would hopefully carry up. There it is again. I forgot about that one.
Some trivia, because we're in round 3 and there are 9 rounds. For Block B, we are 1/3 of the way there.
Yeah, that is correct. And with round 4 being this current Sunday.
Sunday, yes, I forgot. I was going to say Saturday, Sunday. Oh, all these days. When they get moved,
I
mean, my brain works too hard.
Right. It would be Sunday for here in America. I think it would be Monday morning for those in
For the Southern
Australia.
Hemisphere,
Yes.
yes. Australia, Japan, New Zealand, if you're down there.
I keep forgetting that would technically count it. That would technically count Japan as the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh, yeah, because I know a member of, what was it, Meme? They're an hour behind me.
I mean, you got Malice, I think I don't know where they live, because that's a weird question to ask them. Anyway, so back to the match. 5 minutes left, 5 minutes remaining. And now looks like MJF is getting tied up once more, and then getting his head kicked in. Eastern Hemisphere, probably.
Are you serious?
Listen, my geography hasn't progressed since middle school, so I don't know.
Right.
I talk for a living. I don't regurgitate. I don't know facts. I barely know wrestling.
Gotcha. No rote learning.
Anyway, so going back into the match, looks like MJF is trying to get some momentum back, just whipping Gemini around a bit more. Gemini having none of that, whipping MJF around. This is crazy.
3-minute mark soon. I know. We still haven't seen the end of it.
Oh god, this nice little leg sweep there. Sweep the legs, Johnny. Oh, looks like MJF's doing some tying up of her own, and just wailing on the knees. Going straight to the top.
He's about to go. Almost there.
And then stand Meteora from the Meteora from the top rope and doing a little pose to show off.
Definitely a show off. A jester shows off. They're a part of the circus, aren't they?
Circus, a king's court. There's a lot of needs of a jester, and here we have 2 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen, and just raking at the eye holes. Oh, going in for a tornado DDT from the second rope. This could be it. Top rope. Leg drop. Cover. Go for the cover.
Can he do it?
Ref, legs. 1, 2, and kicks out right at 2. See, this is what I'm talking about. There is no...
The ref was too slow.
There is no close calls with... There's no Bosco 3s, no 2.999s. No, it's right out at 2 for...
999.
It's out at 2 for both. Speaking about...
Still got gas in the tank, even at 1 minute.
1 minute remaining.
Would this be another tie?
It very well could be, and honestly speaking, it would not slow down Gemini at all, but it would still put Kuso in a very precarious situation if she tied here.
Flashbang has had ties in the past, meaning for Block B.
Well, and that at the very least kept them alive, because the only other ties were Jack Andrews, Kuso, Macabre, and Graven. Like, if Kuso gets a tie here, it's she's tied with like 3 other people. Actually, no.
She'll be the tie expert.
Yeah. Like, the only other person. Actually, I think she would be tied for like 3rd place at that point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4th place, I think.
2-1. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it results in a draw. And oh boy, that match was nuts.
So now we have MJF with 2 points in, what was it, 4th place, and Suicide Gemini on equal firsts with Jack Andrews at 5 points.
Yeah, currently Kuso Kale is tied with The Night Ripper Zerikis, Shoot Nations Devin, Brawl Kaiser, and Victor Vicious. And
oh yeah, I forgot to mention that.
yes, with Suicide Gemini tying Jack Andrews at 1st place. It is it's nuts out there, ladies and gentlemen. This is why
it's crazy.
I love tournament. I love round robin tournaments like this. It leaves so much. But first thing and foremost, though, we are playing our Flashbang promo of the week, but ahead of our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Vicious.
I tried to be civil about this, but it seems like I'm not going to get a fair shake out there, am I? That's fine. I mean, I am the one that dethroned the unbeatable Nero Napier. I am the one that resurrected this promotion's tag division with not 1, but 2 high-caliber teams, even if one of them's filled with a bunch of dirty rats. So why should I get a fair shake? I mean, every time I face a member of Doom, they use some sort of accursed magic to get the win. Hey, APS, isn't this like your job to do something about this? I mean, you haven't stopped anything from happening yet, but your most competent member, Seth Jackson, hightailed it to Warzone to start a peanut butter faction with a dude who looks like he sells gyros at the food court in the mall, and all of a sudden you're incapable of doing even the slightest bit of your job. Oh, right, I forget. Your leash only goes out as long as Lawson lets it. I see how it is now. Alright, so if we're okay with some rules being bent here and there, then why shouldn't I do the same? I mean, the cartel's been playing against a stacked deck ever since they started. Well, until you needed me to rectify your little snake problem, that is. Nitzig, my favorite orc. How's it going, big man? Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, tell Hutch to give him his contract. We're going to use him in the trios tournament. Money? Tell him money's no problem. It pays to be the victor.
Going right into the match, ladies and gentlemen, Victor Vicious is taking on this man, the Sentai hero, the best boy, your interdimensional champion, Brawl Kaiser. And Victor Vicious and Brawl Kaiser are in a very precarious situation here with this match. Both.
I was going to say, this is why it's the main event, because they're 2 significant title holders.
Two of the biggest singles titles holders that we have on Flashbang, as well as both of these men having 2 points in round 3.
2 points? Yes, I was just checking my records there.
So yeah, this is a last ditch effort. Not last ditch effort, because there's a whole lot more tournament for these men. This is only round 3. This is an opportunity for them to tie up with, check my notes, to tie up with Semjax, gaining 1 over everybody else. Well, everybody else.
Yes, exactly.
Like they tie with Semjax at 2nd, and the only other people that they would be above them would be Semjax, Gemini, and Jack Andrews.
That's right, the winner will get 4 points. Well, 2 points, but obviously that adds up to 4.
Most definitely. And
if they tie, then they would get 1 each, which brings them to 3 points.
Which
puts them in the big list.
Well, that would put them with Graven in third, leaving Semjax in second place by himself. And here we have them brawling on the outside. No pun intended for brawl. And he got going right back into the ring. God, see, I'm not gonna lie. If I was Victor Vicious, yeah, winning this tournament would be great because then he could go on to either pick one person that he could defend his title against, or go up against Zako Duo and become the main champion across both shows.
I was just going to say, with Victor, he's had quite a bit of a journey to get here.
Stop a star! Going up and getting that cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Apologies about that. I just love yelling Starbuster.
Oh, no, I completely understand. How does it go? Starbuster! You're better off doing it. I'll leave it with you.
I love Japanese commentary. That's all I got to say. Anyway, lifting up Brawl and just shoving him onto the outside. Seriously, no.
No, what I was saying.
No.
What I was saying before is Victor's had quite of a showing to get to where he is with the world title.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like he has had, like people were kind of questioning his, I guess you could say his trajectory. Oh, here we go, vicious looking clothesline. Like he wasn't really gaining all.
What's he really doing? What does he stand for? All that kind of stuff.
Exactly, like leading into last rites onto the good boy. Now
this is an eventful match.
Will Broadcaster tap? No. It's like with I had a train of thought, but I lost it.
Oh no.
What was it? So with Victor Vicious's whole history in MNW has been muddled with, I guess you could say,
skepticism by others.
Because at first he was very strong in the beginning, and then he kept losing, pretty much going on a very lengthy losing streak.
Yeah, he was on the schneid for a while.
Well, he was letting his underlings, Hutch Kale and Arriva. Oh no, it's not the Arriva Dirty, it's a buckle bomb.
Not goodbye. It's not goodbye just yet.
Well, it's Arriva Dirty into the buckle, which, let me tell you, that can end careers if done wrong.
Hey, so you know one bit of Italian there.
It's not my forte. That's because that's what. Well, that's what he calls his powerbomb is Arriva Dirty.
Gotcha.
But anyway, a buckle bomb can end someone's career and just mess up their neck for years on end.
Well, this hasn't ended Rolf Kaiser's career yet.
That suit protects him very well. But he let Hutch and Nitzig take over and just collect wins in the tag team division, collect wins in singles. I mean, he would even, not only Hutch and Nitzig, but also the Mad World. He would let his underlings do, he would proposition them for title opportunities, while he's like, nah, I don't need this.
So most of the work, I guess.
Well, that's the thing, though. I think he was biding his time. He was showing, hey, everyone, I can be beaten. By the way, dirty pin, the pin that always works. I can't say that. Matrix actually got a Matrix got a win on that one, so I can't shit talk too much. Anyway, but what I was trying to say is, I think he was just biding his time to the time where he gets that title opportunity, to where he will reign in strong. And that's what he's doing with this tournament. He is
exactly, so it comes as a very big surprise.
He is biding his time and probably not only scouting out his opportunities, but scouting out possible contenders.
Yes, I'd say so. Because as we said, round robin, heaps of opportunities.
And it looks like Victor undressing the turnbuckle, just dropping Broadcaster on his knee. Oh, God. God. Nice little DDT there
That
from
did
Brock
not
Kaiser.
look good. That did not look good at all.
No, it didn't. No, it did not. But that clothesline, though. The meaty arms of freaking Vicious, though. Imagine getting a clothesline from 300 plus pounds of meat. Like meat and muscle. It's not fun.
How does that work? You can't hang clothes off that.
That's the move's name.
Oh, okay. I
Like-
thought you meant a washing line.
No,
Sorry.
No. Like, when you take that arm and just throw it, like, throw your bicep against someone like that, that's a clothesline.
Gotcha. And we are under the halfway mark now.
Yep, 10 minutes have passed. 9 minutes remain. Actually, no, 10 minutes
That
passed.
adds up to 19.
I know, the way I edited this. I try to, like, stuff like this I try to cut out because it's like, okay, big moves. But because of the length, you'll understand why.
Behind the scenes content, folks.
And then Tornado DDT from the top rope. Shades of Fuego del Sol. And Brock Kaiser not going in for a cover on that one, which I was a little surprised of. See, that's...
No, he wants to give more pain.
Well, see,
More
that's
pain, more gain.
Well, lifting him up full Nelson into that little side slam. See, that's the thing about... That's one thing about like old school style wrestling that I kind of wish would like be use a lot more of. Frequent pins. Yes, that means that momentum would kind of favor on the side of the one who's getting pinned when inevitably when they get kicked out, but that's still energy that they're expending kicking out of it. That's still something that you can exploit.
Oh, what's happening here?
Tying him up into a clover leap, it gets catch right out. Trying to go for a hurricane run up, it gets power bomb for his troubles.
And I haven't really had much. Sorry, I haven't had much to say about Brawl lately. The goodest boy on Flashbang.
The best boy, the Sentai hero, the interdimensional champion. Yes.
That's right. Yeah. So he won that championship off Citric King.
Yes, he did. During Multivania with in a triple threat between him and Hutch Kale. Well, him, Hutch
Yes.
Kale. However, Buster!
Yeah, Japanese commentary again. I can tell by the accent there.
Listen, it is the cool. It is Japanese wrestling commentary is so good. But stop, Buster! Seriously, like it's the best because like normally they're like very respectful in the beginning, but like when cool stuff happens, kick at it right at two. When cool stuff happens, when like the cool moments hit, they are on their feet, yelling and screaming, and it is so hype.
This New Japan, Old Japan, or Feudal Japan?
Yes. Nice wave buster going into the cover there, kicking right out at two. We are just over we are 15 minutes into this match, ladies and gentlemen.
1 quarter remaining.
5 minutes remaining into this match, and imagine that, like
He sat on him there.
he landed his back on, but yeah, like imagine vicious looking clothesline straight onto Brock Kaiser, getting picked right up immediately, but gets an arm drag. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, frequent covers go a long way. Ooh, hammer locked onto that DDT though.
Victor picking himself back up there. Or trying to.
Yeah, I think that spinning backhand. Having talked to Victor Vicious, I can guarantee you those knuckles. That is not a good feeling when, like, he's got some like hardened hands from years upon decades of hard work.
They actually pack a punch.
Yeah, they do. Like the back of those knuckles will definitely dislocate a normal man's jaw. Thank God.
Oh god. Okay.
Thank God Brawl has the freaking suit on that protecting him. 2 atomic drops though. Oh.
Keep him away from me, please. Anybody inciting violence, keep them away.
Well, I mean, I'm sure like he's respectful once. You know, when everything's said and done, he'll. I mean, as long as he doesn't get disrespected.
Then he should be okay, right?
Yeah,
he won't
yeah,
bite.
He should be fine.
He's lifted him up, and down goes Kaiser again.
Like, he seems to mostly save the at the very least for
3 minutes. We could have back-to-back
at the very least
draws.
when it comes to MNW, he saves the violence for the other roster members.
He saves it for the ring, hey?
Yes.
Unless somebody really gets on his medal.
Well, we're also protected. Don't worry. Like they can't hit us without getting suspension. So he's not going to risk his opportunity in the C101.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, we're good. Let's just not try our luck. Looks.
What we got here?
Oh, looks like it was going for a buckle bomb, but just drops Broadkaiser right onto the turnbuckle.
And it looks like this match is still going.
Most definitely. 2 minutes are left in the match. And once again, neither man wants to give either an inch. Despite Victor tossing around Broadkaiser and Broadkaiser delivering those strikes onto Victor Vicious.
Wait a minute, Joe. Phyllis has sent me something. What's going on?
What?
Why do we have...
Hold on. You have this booked for... God, I was gonna Really, Joe? I thought you had this booked for Thursdays. You're using the booth?
Yes, get out of here. Yeah.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Warzone commentator Michael Montoya. Hi.
Hello, Joe. I had some ad spots I needed to record, but I guess I'll do them tomorrow.
Well, it's got
show.
What is Kaiser doing?
Okay. Hey, well, while you're here, because we don't really have that much left in the match to go through. So what
Under a minute to go.
What do you think about Broadkaiser and Victor Vicious?
Brawl's gotta get him in the ring. 30 seconds.
Well, for Flashbang competitors, I suppose they're both decently formidable. Of course, you have the champ in there. This match really did go to the distance. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'll be honest about that.
He almost got him. Boot to the midsection. DDT.
Oh, not long. Is this going to be another tie? We have yet another tie. Soon, I think.
Victor ran out of the ring. Victor ran.
Sorry, just doing some finishing touches. And 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, indeed. If memory serves correct, there was a time limit draw ending.
Yep.
With the attempted back body drop across the shoulders of Broadkaiser.
So they both get 1 point each now.
That is correct. Broadkaiser and Victor Vicious are currently sitting at 3 points, and here we have the final results for round 3. Jack Andrews and
now's the leaderboard.
And Jack Andrews and Suicide Gemini sitting at first place at 5 points. In second place by his lonesome is Semjax at 4. Graven, Victor Vicious, Broadkaiser are all three tied for third place at 3. For fourth place, tied at 2, Devin, Zerakis, and Kuso Kale. And with Michael Macabre at 1 point at 5th place.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it actually helps. A lot.
And in Warzone, on block A, we actually have even numbers, so 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. You look at that.
And we have a... But coming up for round 4, coming this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, we have Shoot Nation's Devin going up against the world champion Victor Vicious, the tag team champion Kuso Kale going up against Mr. Money and the Big Bank Semjax, Suicide Gemini going up against Michael Macabre, Graven Allen takes on the Trios champion Zerakis, and finally, Jack Andrews goes up against Broadkaiser. See, Jack Andrews and Suicide Gemini are sitting very pretty right now, but they still need to rack up those wins just to cement their lead. Whereas Michael Macabre...
Not as pretty as Ginger Boy when it comes down to it.
Well, no, I mean, Ginger Boy, though, has had 4 straight wins, whereas we're still in round 3 on Flashbang. And I mean,
also, that rivalry between Ginger Boy and Aiden Zero,
is shown itself. The winner is pretty clear if they wanted to duke it out in this tournament at this point.
We were talking about that this show.
Yeah, we were talking about that just a little bit ago.
It's
shifting
a fine
over.
shame that Aiden proved himself a failure. Anyway, I gotta bounce. I'll see you later, lady bookkeeper. Don't
What?
don't inflate anyone's numbers. All right.
All right, no, I'm very honest. Don't worry. I'll catch him out for inflating. Actually,
Maybe you could take a few wins away from Seth Jackson so that I'd be able to sleep at night. You know, that would be. That's my one request.
He earned those wins.
Really?
He.
Yeah, the results are what they are. Nothing changes unless you get a serious protest or a court case. Case closed.
Did you not get the letter? I sent you the envelope. It had the paperwork in it, if you know what I mean.
Did you fill it out legitimately? You didn't sign one section of it?
God, I can't even bribe anyone here. You people are boring. All right, I'm leaving.
No. Bye-bye.
Michael Montoya, ladies and gentlemen. So, shifting over to the flashbang side of things, because Montoya's bias, I want to say. Anyway.
Yes, I'd say so.
So, shifting over to back to the flashbang side of things, there's still a whole lot of tournament going into round 4 for Block B. Like, say Semjax wins and Gemini and Andrews lose. That's Semjax sitting pretty at first place, reigning over the entire block. I mean, and still
all their points are so close together, like they could really switch and swap any way they liked.
Exactly. Anything could happen. Hell, Makare could go on a winning streak for the next 7 rounds, and it would still be good. Like, no one is counted out of this tournament so far, and it is fantastic.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. So in round 5 for Warzone, which will be happening on Saturday at 1 p.m. PST, and then we've got round 4 for Flashbang, which is going to be happening Sunday at a time I haven't checked yet.
Well, until then, ladies and gentlemen, we still have one more thing to cover on Flashbang, and that is our Flashbang moment of the week.
Do you mind if I sing you a song ahead of your loss here tonight, Kuso? I thought about it for quite a while. What would be the perfect serenade before I crush you? So I thought, what is the most romantic language I could think of? And I came up with this. Que bella cosa, nar giornate sole, n'aria serena, dopo una tempesta. Per l'aria fresca, pare già una festa. Che bella cosa una giornate sole.
And now,
ladies and gentlemen, the serenade of Kuso Kale is your moment of the week, and
in words I could not understand.
Oh, it was he mentioned earlier it was Italian. Yeah. I couldn't understand it either, but it's a very romantic language, I guess.
Romantic for the wrong reasons. I mean, in that context.
Yeah, especially when it comes to when Gemini is in the discussion. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Firing Line. I would like to thank
you.
Yeah, I would like to thank Karla for joining me for this evening, and I would like to thank you all for joining us. Please tune in to twitch.tv/Dr_Caliban tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for MNW Warzone. And please keep a lookout for Friday Night Flashbang on Sunday this week. And don't forget, at the start of the year, we will be announcing, sometime in the next week, we will be announcing the nominations for this year's Nexies.
Nexies!
Nexies are a very fun time of year. We will be not only announcing, but we will be deliberating on We will be revealing how long you have to vote for who wins. I mean, I'm just gonna say this. I've got a Nexus from Warzone for the funniest moment of 2020, of 2019.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Me too. I'm legitimately, I'm very excited because like there's a whole. It makes people revisit those moments, and it makes them think, "Oh right, that happened," and then just. I mean, we have the YouTube VODs. You can go back and watch it again.
You're most welcome to.
Anyway, until then, until then, ladies and gentlemen, from my co-host Karla, I'm Mojo, and we are signing out.
Hello there, children and fans around the world. It is the great behemoth, Maximilian Thunderthighs, telling you all to like, comment, and subscribe to the MNW channel.